Bababibo. Lo-fi. There we go. That's too loud. Okay. Well, it's 2:30. Whoa. It's 2:30. What's it? 2:34. 2:34. I'm only 35 minutes late. But that's okay. We make do. I think this is fine. Alright, anyways. We're just continuing with the Doki Bird. I always, every time I start stream, I like to warm up again before I get accustomed to it. We did 2 frames. They're finished except for the color. So I do this frame here, and then I just copy paste this. Then I just have to do these 2 frames. And all I have to do is just copy paste the past ones. Is this loud? This feels like it's loud. Hold on, I'm gonna test. No, that's fine. Okay. That seemed like it's loud. I'm gonna slightly turn it down on my end. But anyways, yeah, so we have this frame here. One, then I just copy paste these. Just have to do these 2. And I just copy paste these and just like slightly change, like I guess the angle of some of the like the shirt at the bottom there. But then I still have yet to do even the rough animation for the last part. So also I said I was gonna do the hair last night for my Vtuber model, and I didn't do it because I got tired real fast. I think I just need to stay up like all night to work on it. Because I keep saying, oh, I'll wake up at like 9 AM to do it, and I'll set the alarms, and the alarms will go off, and then I don't get up still. So I'm like, I want to sleep more. Whoops. That's fine. But I am running out of time. You know, summer ain't gonna last for too much longer. Ooh. Anyways. Big shoujo, huh? That has exploded since yesterday. It's I don't know if it was maybe is there let me see. There was yeah, there was, I don't think it was really about me because I really didn't make it about I saw a tweet from another VTuber I follow who also follows me back, and she just recently tweeted like an hour ago. It's like, I see these people making the V-shoujo thing about themselves, or like making videos about it, and it's like really gross. To a certain extent, I can understand that. I thought for a second, I was like, oh no, is she talking about me? Because I made that one video. I don't think so, because I made that shit completely off the cuff. On stream. It just happened to be that I was live exactly when that happened. That was the one and only. Listen, I'm gonna be real here. I bet that drama sells and stuff, right? But I don't want to be a drama tuber at all. So I also just, you know, underneath the tweet, I just said like, this is not going to be like a staple of my shit. I just happened to be live right as this was happening, so I decided to comment on it. But it's not going to be a thing that I'm going to do pretty much really ever. Like, I could maybe do like off the cuff things talking about other stuff, but I don't think it's really wise or nice to do it for it's not, I feel like it's a disservice to call it drama. You know, drama is like when 2 people are having spats, when this is a lot bigger than that. So I wouldn't really call it that, but regardless, point being is only reason I made that is I just happened to be live when it was happening. I got my initial reaction on stream, and I thought I had some actually somewhat decent things to say just about the whole like it was not what's it called? I wasn't necessarily saying things that were unpopular or anything, but just stuff that you never heard a shit ton about with the corpo VTubing. I mean, now you're saying it a lot the last 24 hours after what happened, but before that, you know, people still had these like idealized versions of just these corpos in general, and you know, I can't blame them. I was like that at one point, but that was basically the essence. So I don't know. I don't think that once I would be a little bit sad. It's like, oh, I just started talking to this person. Oh, they don't think I'm a scumbag. I wasn't trying to do that, but oh, I mean, that person still follows me. I feel like they would easily just unfollow me if they did think that about me. So I don't think it was. I think it was more so about the people that are like making videos that are really like making 20 different videos about it and leeching off of it and doing stuff like that, which I don't really think, you know, my one tweet has like 300 views is not really doing that. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there, but that's partly also why I don't ever want to do the drama shit, because it's just not like it does sell, but then you get like it's just, I don't know, it's not worth doing that. It's better to just do the like you don't have to, like, you know, fake it. Of course, there's very much not a lot of positive shit going on with all of that stuff, but I don't have to talk about every last thing and make drama videos about it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just saw that tweet and it made me like rethink. I was like, oh no, I hope that's not about me. I was like, I just made this one thing because I happened to be alive right then, and I'm already getting shit for it, but I don't think it was about me. I think it was about the others that are like, you know, the usual suspects. But it would be kind of funny if that was me, because it's like, damn, I did one thing this one time because I just happened to be alive. Oh dear. But no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if it were about me, I probably would have lost that follower. But otherwise, anyways, I mean, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm just not gonna advertise my stream as being that, which I didn't do that yesterday. So like I said, I just happened to be alive when it was going on. I just happened to check Twitter right then, and it's like, wait, what just happened? But yeah, I can understand why people would be like, ew, and make a subtweet like that if it's the people that are like making live streams and their notification is like, guys, big thing just happened, and then making 20 videos about that. I can understand that. You know, like the Keemstar of VTubers. You do not want to be the Keemstar of VTubers. Damn, I sound tired, huh? Anyways, but even still, that doesn't mean I can't talk about it at all. Everyone's talking about it. I just don't feel the need to make any videos about it except for that one small short that I uploaded to like Twitter and YouTube. But I will say is, dude, wow. I mean, I basically did call it, but then again, everyone saw the writing on the wall after the Mouse thing yesterday. It's like, there's no way that the company can actually reasonably come back from this at all. And I said that VShojo probably has till the end of the summer before it's completely defunct, but it seems like I was wrong. It seems like it's basically defunct now. Like, everyone has left. Quite literally everyone has left. Okay, actually no, I take that back. I don't think everyone has left. I think everyone has gotten rid of their VShojo branding, which is massive. Everyone, literally every single member, including the Japanese members, have gotten rid of their branding. But I think half of them, I think Kuro, Michi, Amalie, who else? Hime, and maybe another one or two, I think all said, oh, and Kason, Kason, yeah, too. They all announced that, yeah, they're terminating their contracts. So they've all left now. They've all left VShojo. I did see, that's why I should have woken up. Like, I literally, had an alarm and it woke me up at 9, and I just was like, every single time I do that, I'm like, and then I just go back to sleep, which is a really bad habit. But because of that, I missed it live. But Kason went live a few hours ago with the Japanese CEO of Vshoujo. And I didn't watch it live. I just saw a clip of it, but I saw the clip where she straight up was like, I quit Vshoujo. And then the Japanese CEO is just like, hi. He just says it so like sadly. But yeah, that's crazy. Just like that. I mean, people were already getting suspicious after how many people were leaving, but, you know, there was still nothing being said yet. But now it's like, wow, yeah, all that goodwill, everything, just gone in literally an instant. Less than a day later, and everyone is essentially gone for Vshoujo. Crazy shit. But this is part of the that's why I wanted to upload that small little short, just because I said and it rings very true, and I've seen now a bunch of tweets about it, so it's not just me saying this. It's a lot of people that are clearly realizing this, is that after this, it's like, yep, corpo VTubing in the West is essentially dead, right? You don't need, none of these VTubers need these conglomerates, these corpos anymore to make it big. And I saw quite a few people over the last 24 hours mentioned that they had auditioned at one point for Vshoujo, and which was also kind of crazy, that whole Vshoujo audition thing. That just never happened. That just actually straight up never happened. Like, that was 2 years ago at this rate, and they just didn't do anything with it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, people were like, oh, maybe it was Amelie. Maybe Amelie was the one that got through the auditions. But if I'm not mistaken, no, she wasn't. She, I think, straight up mentioned, she said when she got in that she was not part of the whole audition thing. That was not part of it. And you're still gonna have to wait for the people that actually auditioned to get in. But it's seeming like, well, besides the fact that Vshoujo is essentially dead, even before that, even before the events of yesterday, it's like crazy that just never came to fruition. There's the whole thing about the auditions, and so many people auditioned for it, and it just nothing happened. There was nothing. I mean, it seems like they were in the red for a long ass time, which I guess was in part why they did this whole thing about taking the money, which is still crazy to me, because it's like I just don't understand. It's like, do you genuinely think you're not gonna get caught? Just, it's kind of baffling. But I guess because of the fact that they were in the red, and then which drove them to steal that money, because of that, that's probably why I would assume, maybe, that they just didn't bother with actually finally doing something with the auditions. But then again, I don't know, they did pick up a few talents here and there that were pretty massive, even if they weren't part of the auditions. So I don't know. But then again, if I'm not mistaken, Kason on her stream today mentioned that she hasn't been paid by Vshoujo in since September, which is almost a whole year now, which that's baffling. I don't know how exactly the finances work for Vshoujo. Is it a deal where it's like the Twitch subs and stuff like that go through Vshoujo first, and then it goes to maybe for like tax purposes and stuff like that? Because like how's, I mean, maybe she had I guess she is a pretty big streamer, so maybe she had more than enough money saved up in that time to be able to get by, but to not be paid for nearly a year by this corporation for like the money that you rightfully owed is insane. If I even went like past like a week, if I even went past a week of like the scheduled time that I would be receiving money, I'd be asking a lot of questions. Not shitting a case on there, by the way. You know, I'm just saying that I would be like, whoa, what's going on? That's baffling to me. The entire thing's just baffling. I mean, it's just like, it's with a lot of these things when you see these VTuber drama things, it's like to the extent of like, do they think that they're not gonna get caught? Because time and time again, they always get caught. I'm just looking at Twitter. But anyways, no, yeah, it's, damn, I have low energy today. But well, to be fair, I did write on my stream announcement that it would be a chill today, as opposed to spastic. So, you know, teehee, I can be a little bit more laid back and relaxed, I suppose. Yeah. Anyways, oh Jesus, I was looking at maybe I care too much what people say. You know how like sometimes you like I don't know if other people have it, but you try to act like you don't care about what other people say, and for the most part you can kind of like flake it, like you can like what's the word, shake it off, I guess, like a duck in water, and you say that, but sometimes something gets said and you're like, oh gosh, I hope that's not about me. But I don't think, no, it's not. I would have been unfollowed, I would have been blocked, I think it's more about people like, you know, probably like Tectone or some people like that, because those guys kind of leech off of situations like this. I don't hate that Tectone guy. I watched like the what's it called, Unsubscribe podcast with him on it as a guest, and it was like those guys, like Brandon Herrera and others, and I actually quite enjoyed that podcast. I put that on, well, I just watched those episodes where he was a guest on because I was interested, and actually it was kind of fun. But I think that's what that tweet was about mostly. It's like people like him, because they kind of do leech. Even if I enjoyed listening to that podcast with the guy, it's like he does leech off of situations like this. Yeah, and sticking his head into things. So I think my one little video that I made while I was literally live as it was happening, that has a grand total of like 400 views, and then I didn't make another video off of that again afterwards. I don't think that's anywhere near the extent of others. Which I still feel like to a certain extent it's okay. Like, I don't know, I guess I don't like watching the drama tubers. I know who some of them are. I don't have necessarily any qualms with them for the most part, but I will say I can totally understand why people don't like them, and I don't watch them. I think the last time I ever watched one was probably during the Selene thing of last year, maybe, I would assume. I think that's probably when I last watched any drama tuber thing, but for the most part, it's It does feel a little bit that's why I was very like, I even asked you guys on stream yesterday. That's hopefully like that doesn't like come off the wrong way, but that's exactly why last night or whatever I asked you guys on stream. I was like, do you guys think it's okay if I just take what I said live off the cuff and just make a little short out of it and just upload it to YouTube or Twitter or whatever the hell? And I appreciated the feedback being like, yeah, you can make like a short one, because yeah, last thing I want to do is be an insensitive ass about the entire thing, especially... Oh, hello. Yeah, he's still asleep. OK。ね、oh. Yeah, I saw the tweet. It was just mostly talking about people like Nux and Tectone, stuff like that. I think that gets in my head sometimes. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like perceived as a dick. But I just happened to be alive when that happened. That was still kind of crazy though. I just opened up Twitter because Anish yesterday, I was like, ooh, I want to maybe save up my channel points for this doodle redeem thing that you have. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, wait, I want to show you what maybe a doodle of mine might look like. And then I just went to Twitter to show my last little doodle that I made of myself. And then I just happened to see the trending thing on the side when I did so. And I think it just like, it was only like, it was uploaded like 11 minutes ago, the video at that point. And I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And then it's like, oh, there you go. There it is. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the... one of my friends said maybe I should do more of those videos, and like I could do something akin to like being off the cuff and making a little thing like that, not scripted stuff, but just avoiding drama stuff. I do not want to be perceived. I don't want like the first thing when people see Snail Pirate is, oh, drama tuber. That's definitely, that'd be a fate worse than death. Definitely no. But because everyone was talking about it yesterday, so I just made my point in a video as opposed to a tweet. So, and then I left it at that. So I think it's alright, it's okay. But hopefully, I mean, I did see the Tiltify yesterday. Made like, I think it's already closing in on $400,000, which is crazy. So already right there, we're basically getting the 500K back. I'm saying we, like I have much of a part in it, but they're getting the 500K back almost essentially from the entire ordeal, which is pretty neat, I have to say. I'm surprised. Well, actually, I wouldn't say I'm surprised. They've always, like, community's always been pretty good at doing stuff like that. but it is pretty cool seeing it happen so quickly. Yo, there we go. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. It's dead. Like I said before, that was kind of like my main point, was when that was happening. I was thinking to myself that this is definitely the final nail in the coffin for just corpo VTubing in general. At least in the West. It won't die out in Japan, but in the West, it's pretty much dead. The only one that I can think about now in the West that's still holding somewhat strong, is, I guess, Hololive, but Hololive has its problems too. Let's not like sugarcoat it. And then Phase Connect, which Phase Connect for the most part has seemed pretty good, but you never know, right? There could be things behind the scenes that we just don't know about. But from an outside perspective so far, based on everything that we've seen in the last few years and then the last day, seems okay. Seems pretty good. But those are literally the only two that I can think of. Every other corpo has just completely shat the bed at this rate, and lost all goodwill, to the point where I keep seeing tweets on my timeline where it's just like, yeah, don't like, I saw one that was like, corporate VTubing is essentially just a scam, and it's what I said too. That's why I made the little videos, because it reminded me so much of Machinima, and just all the other MCNs. I got one comment on my video yesterday, or my short yesterday, that just said along the lines of like, yeah, this also reminds me of Machinima. It reminded me of what were the other ones that he said? He said I mean, it's just like all of them. Machinima, G4, yeah, G4 TV, GameSpot, like all of those used to be big household names back in the day, and now they're just completely dead. Remember when G4 tried to come back like 2 years ago? That was kind of funny. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that one. That did not go over very well. It died less than a year later again. I feel like there's sometimes a bit of like, oh, we want to go back to the nostalgia of like, remember G4, guys? Which I never even really watched that when I was younger, so I had no like connection with that. It just seemed really stupid, and then yeah, they just kept making so many bad decisions, and then less than a year after they finally revived it, it just died again. But yeah, like I said, Machinima, G4, GameSpot, etc., all these MCNs. Remember Freedom? That was another MCN back in the day that I almost tried to join as well when I was like a baby YouTuber, which would have been not great for any reason, but to actually help me out with anything. But yeah, all of those MCNs are dead. But I always found it interesting how, and it's been pointed out, I'm not the first one to say it. I'm not the first one to say it now. I haven't been the first one to say it in years. But it is something interesting where it's like, why does the VTubing like sphere, and maybe the reason why it seems like it came back, this whole network thing came back with VTubing specifically, maybe the reason is because it's an expensive like hobby, expensive gig to get into, because unless you're doing something like me where you're creating the live 2D model, you're creating all the assets and all of that by yourself, if you don't have those qualifications to do that yourself, then you're gonna have to outsource and commission someone to do so. And a VTuber model can go for like, a good VTuber model goes for like a minimum $4,000 to $5,000, which is, that's a pretty penny right there. So maybe the reason why, oh, what happened to my pen? Wait, what? Okay, is that? Oh, okay, that was weird. But maybe the reason why. Oh, okay. was just looking. Wait, what? Oh. Anyways, maybe the reason why Vtubers started going down the path of corpo again with these sort of like MCN style things was because of the fact that it's such an expensive hobby / job to get into. And if you get into one of these corpos, then they sort of foot the bill for all of that stuff. Well, you think they do, but I've heard stories from people that join corporations and they're the one that has to foot the bill actually still at the end of the day. But regardless, the point being is most of the time they don't have to foot the bill, and it's usually going to be provided to them by interesting. It's going to be provided to them by the corporation. Anyways, geez, yeah, you can clearly tell I'm tired, and also still I don't currently have the room to myself, guys, so that's also probably why I hold back and talk very slow and chilled today, as opposed to my usual spastic self. It's a good thing then I'm not playing any games today, otherwise it'd be the most boring stream ever. At least with doing animation right now, it's kind of meant to be a little bit chill, so it's alright. It's okay. And besides, I kind of wanted to keep talking about the V show. I'm not going to make any... I do not really want to be perceived as any sort of drama tuber in the slightest, so the one little thing I made yesterday was it. It just happened to be that I was live during that time. And I even asked you guys if I should make that a short, and you're like, yeah, you can make it a short, but don't like push it. So I just made that a short and left it at that. But that doesn't mean I can't keep talking about it a little bit. Just I don't want to leech off of it is all. Because it is an interesting like whole debacle that's going on. You know, it's kind of also it was hilarious. The whole thing was happening, which is horrible. That's not the hilarious part. But what's funny was just like all this is happening, and then just Nimi comes out of nowhere. It looks around, sees like the burning fires, and she's like, "Hey guys, guess what? I'm getting married." And then leaves. It was like, what a day, dude. That's crazy. That's good for her. That's good for her. I did see that. I was like, I first saw like a screenshot of the tweet, or I think I saw a screenshot of like a 4chan thread, and it was like, this can't be real, and then the 4chan thread, the screenshot of it was like, this is completely fake, and then they added the hyphen and said, wait, it's real, and I saw that screenshot. I'm like, no way, that can't be real. That can't be real. I look at the comments of the screenshot, and people are like treated as if it's real. I'm like, no, this surely not. And then I go to Nimi's home Twitter page, and then I see the tweet. I'm like, holy shit. That's wild. I mean, good for her, but holy shit, sometimes it makes me also feel like, oh gosh, I need to really need to go out more and find someone myself, huh? But that is good. That's good for her. We need more of that, huh? Instead of it was always kind of funny, you know, in a sense of like when you see on, you know, the VT threads or whatever the hell, and it's like, do you guys like genuinely think that someone like her somehow doesn't have like a boyfriend? Really? I just say it's like a little hard to really like, what was I think it's the Shondo tweet. Fallen Shadow Shondo. She made a tweet a while back, and it's been like, she's been vindicated on it every single time it's happened, but she even said, like, guys, every, like, female VTuber you watch, okay, not everyone, but most female VTubers you watch have a boyfriend, or if they have a manager, guess what? That's their boyfriend. And she got shit for it by other people, but it's like, what the fuck? She's just being completely true. Like, that's just actually factual. Like, what do you guys expect? Genuinely. You know, I don't know. It's... You have to... For those guys on there, you know, I get it. They're not all evil. They're not. And I can understand to a certain extent why you might feel like, oh... But it's like, you gotta, like, separate this shit out. You know, you can't, It's hard to not be parasocial in some sense. I can understand that. There's definitely certain content creators and streamers and whatnot that I feel like I'm probably definitely parasocial too, even though I try my darn hardest to not be. But even still, yeah, you gotta like just you cannot be parasocial to the extent where something like that starts to hurt your soul, because at that point it's like, okay, dude, you're gonna have to take a break. All right, you're just gonna have to take a break, chill out, and because at the end of the day, they're entertainers, right? They're not your, you know, it's not like Grok AI right now, or they're your virtual waifu. They are real people with real lives outside of the streaming thing. And when you have most of them being women that are moderately probably attractive IRL, what the fuck do you expect? they're not like some female femcel neats, you know, as much as you might want to wish that may be the case. It's just not the case. So you're just gonna have to get rid of that thought process from your head if news like that kills you. And I can like I said, I can understand you accidentally do get parasocial even if you don't mean to. I've had that happen. But it's just you're just gonna have to work on it. I don't know what else to say, you know. And I'm not even trying to like throw blame. First off, there's no blame to Nimi. Why would she? Nothing about this is anything. I'm just speaking in the sense of like the reaction to probably the few guys, the few unicorns on places like VT and stuff like that. Nimi, I'm super like 100% good. You know, not only good that she's that's happening for her, but good in the sense that she's also even talking about it, because it's such a taboo, and it's really, for the most part, shouldn't be. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, it's just, for the most part, what I'm trying to say for those types is just you really just gotta just like, I don't know, I guess like how would the word be? I wouldn't say detox, but like kind of detox in a way from it. Yeah, you're not their boyfriend. Sorry. They're an entertainer that you watch because, I don't know, you find them funny, you find them endearing, and you know, maybe they might know who you are if you've become somewhat prominent in the community through memes or artwork or animations or stuff like that. So maybe there's a chance that they might know you there, but at the end of the day, you'd still probably be a fan. But for the vast majority, they don't even actually know who the hell you are. So you can't let shit like that like dictate your life, you know. And you know, I'm not gonna deny this here. I look at VT not as often as I used to, but I still look at it. I don't really participate in it, but it is interesting just to see the threads sometimes of stuff going on. I feel like it's not really a taboo thing to say that, oh, I look at VT. I think most VTubers probably look at VT. But it was interesting just to like see yesterday some of the people that were kind of like shitting on her. It's like, do you guys genuinely think like you had a chance? I don't know. I'm not even trying to be like what's it called, like a white knight or or a male feminist, or because not really at all. Just it's just like basic shit, man. Like, yeah, no, the VTuber, the fucking VTuber with like over 1 million subscribers is probably not gonna date you or marry you in particular, and you should probably get that out of your head from the get-go. Otherwise, you're just gonna hurt yourself later on. Alright. It's as simple as that. Like, remember when the whole Rusia thing happened? That was crazy. And that was like, that was more intense and wild because initially, what was it? It was a Discord notification popped up on her screen indicating Mafu like messaged her, who was a dude, and Rusia at that time was like, or not probably, she literally was the biggest, most successful like GFE sort of streamer. Like, she really heavily leaned into that stuff. And on the Japanese side, when it comes to GFE and stuff like that, you think it's bad in the West, dude? No, Japan is on a whole nother level. Like, they will actually kill, unironic, like they will actually like hurt people for stuff like that. So it was more scary with that. But well, yeah, when that happened, I just remember, like I said, you know, we're talking about corpos and everything, and you can't trust any of them at all. But I will give props where props are due. Hololive did a very good job of quelling that shit with Rusia. Durandi NL, sup? How you doing, Durandi? Talking about just VTuber shit at the moment. I was talking a little bit about the whole V-Shoujo thing that just happened yesterday, but then also I was talking a little bit about Nimi announcing that she's getting straight up married yesterday amongst the fire and the flames of the whole V-Shoujo scandal going on yesterday, which I found funny. Then I was just spending a little bit of time talking about the whole like parasocial shit a little bit with VTubing, where it's like, it is fascinating sometimes that there are plenty of dudes that can't separate about they can't separate the whole thing, their parasocial relationship, so then they kind of get themselves hurt when news of like that is announced. About Mouse's charity thing, yes sir, about Mouse's charity thing. And now I said I was live streaming yesterday, and when I was live streaming yesterday, the whole V-Shoujo thing happened while I was live. Someone in my chat asked me about something, which I needed to go to Twitter to find the link for and show them. And while I was doing that yesterday on stream, I look at my trending tab and I see Mousy and V-Shoujo trending. And on stream, I'm like, oh, what's this about? And then I clicked it, and I was like, oh shit. And I watched the thing live yesterday. It was pretty bad. But as of right now, I think Kason, Kuro, Michi, Amali, and Hime have all terminated their contracts with V-Shoujo, and every single V-Shoujo member has now gotten rid of their branding on their Twitter accounts, including like Henya and the JP side. So I said it yesterday. I said I give V-Shoujo till the end of the summer before it's completely defunct and dead. But I think maybe I actually was being too optimistic for them. I think it might be gone by the end of the week. I mean, it's basically already dead right now, but like actually like completely, you know, like dead. Like in the sense of like they dissolve and stuff like that. VTuber corps are just horrible in general. They're predatory to their employees, just like any large Japanese corpo or idol group. And you are 100% correct. And it's what I was talking about. I made like a very quick little video that I uploaded to Twitter yesterday, just giving my spiel on the whole ordeal. And I basically said that 2025 now is essentially the year of the indie VTuber, because I don't know if you know Durandi, but do you remember back in the olden days of YouTube, Machinima, G4, GameSpot, like these different like big, networks on YouTube that people wanted to join because at that point they wanted like no monetization among other stuff, and how predatory those ones were. Remember those? So I just mentioned yesterday, I was like, it was odd that for some reason those types of like networks returned and came back with VTubing for some reason. Yeah, they take most of your income. Yeah, and it seems like once again history is just repeating itself. Exact same thing is happening right now with VShojo. K-Son apparently on stream earlier this morning got on stream with the Japanese CEO of VShojo. So not the CEO from America or the big gun, the gun run guy, but the Japanese CEO. And she got on stream with him this morning and basically called him out. It's like, yo, I haven't been paid by you since quite literally like September or something like that, which is wild. That's wild to me. And she just on stream was like, yeah, I quit, I'm done. And he's just like, okay, hi. He just has hi in like such a sad tone, which is a little bit funny. But yeah, no, it's pretty bad. It's dead. I'd say that, and I'm not the only one saying this right now, but I'd say that corpo VTubing is completely at this point dead in the West. Like the only ones that are still alive in the West are FaZe and HoloLive, and even HoloLive has problems. FaZe seems fine for the most part, but you never know. I can't speak here like I know everything going on in FaZe. They could have shady shit in the back that I'm not aware of, but for the most part, those are the only two. Yeah, but that's normal with Japanese corporations. They can literally decide to stop paying you. So yeah, but how much? Because initially, this corpo, VShojo, is a Western like entity. Like they have the Japanese side, but that came way later, right? And it wasn't just K-Son being not paid. It was also Iron Mouse herself. She said yesterday. I don't think she disclosed how much she was not being paid. The 500,000 figure was for how much money didn't go to charity, but she mentioned that she also had funds withheld from her. So who knows? It's $500,000 from charity plus however many, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars that haven't been paid out to Iron Mouse. And that's on the Western side. That's not even touching the Japanese side of VShojo that they have. So even there, it's like, dude, you should really know better. It's always baffling because it's like, how do they not expect to get caught for this? I mean, money is like, the money trails, right? The money trails. There's always going to be a money trail, of like where money is being sent to, where it's like there's always going to be some sort of money trail. So to expect to just be able to get away with like basically stealing $500,000 plus from everyone, it's like, not sure what the game plan was there, bud. Not really sure what the game plan was there. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So essentially, and I've been seeing so many tweets now the last 24 hours where it's like, you should VTubing, going corpo as a VTuber is a scam. Like corpo VTubers, or not corpo VTubers, VTubing for a corpo is just a scam. They're all basically scams. Indie is quite literally the way to go. I just keep seeing that sentiment over and over again the last 24 hours, which I 100% agree with. There's really no reason anymore. Like maybe back in 2020, 2020 to 2023, everyone wanted to be a corpo VTuber, and it made sense why. But after 2024 with Selene, and then now this stuff, it's just cemented in people's heads. It's like, yeah, this is not the plan. This is not the way to do it anymore. We do not need to go and do the corpo route again. I would make Johnny Silverhand very happy if you heard how I was talking. These corpos. But yeah, it's pretty wild. But I'm excited for what I will say is there were some people doing tweets, and I haven't actually seen any of these tweets, so I don't know if they're just like talking. I don't know, maybe. But there were some VTubers that were tweeting out like, why are people saying that VTubing is dead? It's only the corpos. I don't think I've ever saw anyone saying VTubing is dead in the West in the last 24 hours. I don't think I've seen that sentiment anywhere. If anything, VTubing is stronger than ever in the West. Like, it's just been growing, right? And while the corpo side is definitely defunct now in the West, VTubing as a whole absolutely is not. VTubing as a whole is only growing and growing. And I feel like this sort of like cutting out the cancer of the corpo shit that's been kind of leeching off of like good-natured, well disciplined and super talented people these last few years. It's actually good that we're cutting out the cancer that's kind of been bleaching off of them and scamming them and doing all of that. Oh damn. Japanese news and old people and CEOs are calling Gen Z lazy and disrespectful because they refuse to be treated like animals on the job and are quitting jobs more often. Quitting your job is very frowned upon in Japan because they have the tradition and view of staying at one job your whole life. So they hire people to call their job for them, to teach them, to tell them they resign. Yeah, I've heard about the last thing where they literally hire people to call the job so that they could. Yeah, Japanese. Listen, I went to Japan for a little vacation last year, and as a tourist, you know, it was wonderful. I loved going to Japan. But, however, Japan absolutely has massive problems. Oh, cheap viewers, fuck you. Yep, I banned that guy instantly. But yeah, no, I bought, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, no, Japan has a lot of problems with that side of like basically kind of just sucking up to the corporations. That's just like a thing. Art. At first I was like, oh gosh, did I just get spammed by another bot? But no, I can tell what it is. It's you need to kill yourself now. It's a low tier god. It's a little bit bugged, but I can still tell. Yeah, that's what I tell. That's what I don't tell just the bots. I tell the corpos that. But no, yeah. It is sad that in Japan it's because when the whole Niji Sanji thing happened, I assume you know that as well from last year with you have zero purpose. When the whole Selene thing happened, it was very jarring to see the reaction to it on the West versus the East. In the West, you had people completely going to bat for Selene, Doki Bird, as they should. You know, I remember making a lot of tweets about it back then. I deleted some, not because I don't agree with any of them. I just didn't want to put too much drama on my timeline. But 100% supported Selene back then, as almost everyone in the West did. But it was interesting to see the reverse side on the East in Japan, and just other like East Asian, you know, countries where they were way more on Niji Sanji's side, and I was like it's very jarring to see that. I don't watch any Hololive, shoujo, or big contracted VTubers. Oh, okay, so maybe you didn't hear about this. If Niji Sanji still is, I guess, regarded as like the second probably biggest corporation, like corpo VTubing place, and they had an EN side, an English side as well, which was really big. But the cracks were showing for a good little while, with people starting to leave and doing the corporation just doing kind of scummy shit. And then it kind of came to a head around, I want to say, December to February last year, 2024, when Selene, she basically had this music video completely trashed by the management of the corporation for no good reason, and it drove her to really bad shit. And then they completely terminated her contract after the fact. And then she made tweets when she went back to her indie VTuber accounts about how she almost like, and I don't want to like dwell too much on it because I think she's even mentioned not to talk about it too much anymore. But just giving you like a recap, she mentioned that she almost like wanted to end it all, and it was pretty bad. But people came to her defense a lot, which is good to see. But for whatever reasons, there was a lot on the Japanese side that still defended the corporation. What are you animating? A dance? Well, speak of the devil, actually, the chick I'm literally talking about, Selene, Doki Bird, is the one that's literally on my screen right now. Yes, it is currently a dance. What I'm doing, you can even see in my title for my stream, I say animating more VTubers into anime. So you might know My Hero Academia, of course, but there's also My Hero Academia Vigilantes. And in the opening for Vigilantes, there was this cute little dance. So what I was going to do was, oh, that's a little hard to see. Let me show you, let me go and do this. So what I was doing is I was animating the dance, but here, let me show you the finished. I have a few finished ones. I was just doing a bunch of different VTubers. Let me find it. Ah, here we go. I've never watched Boku no Hero Academia. Well, to be fair, this was a different one. This is the Vigilantes, a spin-off one that just came out. But there was a cool little opening dance that I really enjoyed. So I was just taking a bunch of these different VTubers and animating them to the dance like that. And then I have another one. I'll show you this one. This is Kuro. So I was just doing a bunch of those. I think I was going to do 7 of these. Here's another one. So I've got a few of these done now. And the deal was I was going to animate all of these and then make like a behind the scenes video about it, sort of the process, alongside just uploading the animation itself on to YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that. Actually, wow, I did get quite a bit done, huh? So I have those 5 done, and now I'm currently working. How many FPS? It's on 3s for the most part. It's on 3s for the most part, with just like a few here and there that are on 4s. Like, guys, let me look here. Let me go to Pippa. It's like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then another frame. So 3 is for the most part, but there is like this one frame here where she jumps like this, where that's on a 4. Those are on 4s, but mostly 3s. Mostly 3s. Wow, wait, you know 2, 12, 24s, 2s, and 3s? Are you an animator, or are you just knowledgeable about it? I feel like there's so many times that people don't know what the hell any, oh, you don't? Damn, then you're actually quite knowledgeable. You're quite knowledgeable about this stuff, actually. Because there's quite a lot of people that don't know anything when they're talking about this sort of stuff at all. Anyways, yeah, no. But yeah, dude. Freaking hell. But that's what I'm working on right now. And the plan was with this animation was, like I said, I was gonna make like a behind the scenes video about it, and probably just title it something sort of clickbaity, be like I either put or animated VTubers into an anime or something like that, and then make the behind the scenes video about it. And maybe it'll do well, since maybe some of the VTubers that I'm animating into this will actually see it and see the behind the scenes video. I was thinking of doing one too where I was gonna just put animate VTubers into a bunch of different scenarios. So I was going to do one where I was like, I animated VTubers into Family Guy, or I animated VTubers into Smiling Friends. I could even, oh man, I didn't even think about this one. I could do one where I'm like, I animated VTubers into South Park. I should totally do that one, because that's so easy to animate, actually. Why didn't I not think about that? Oh man, I'm a knower, not a doer. I can't draw a stick figure to save my life. Well, hey, to still be knowledgeable about it, it's pretty good. And hey, Done With Life, how you doing? How you doing? I think Done With Life, I have my phone sitting on top of my desktop below me, but I think I saw it like freaking the Instagram DMs for half a second there. I was like, wait, what's that? And I think I saw it said you were like, oh, I'm coming in. Good. Just finished Borderlands with some friends. You're trying to get me so onto Borderlands. I tried Borderlands 2 once, like I want to say like 8 years ago or something like that. And not to be an asshole, but I played it for like 10 minutes and I was like, this is boring. I don't like Borderlands. And then I refunded it. And I think I got it on the Steve Summer sale too, so it didn't even cost that much. I was like, this is boring. Oh. Come play Borderlands 3 with me one day. It's crossplay. Oh, I see. They've got it. Oh, wait. So what is it like when it's like, what's it called? PC versus PlayStation or whatever the fuck it might be on. How would that work? I can draw a stick figure. I might have done myself dirty by saying it. I've drawn some cute bunny characters. See, you were selling yourself short. So you got something. You can do something. Everyone can be an artist. Also, I'm also making my own Joran DNL. I'm making my own live 2D model. You can see in the top left, I have a little like bar that says how far I am, like 25%, because those models cost a pretty penny. You might know it costs like at least $5,000 to commission someone to make a live 2D model for VTubing. So I was like, you know what? I have some art skills. I'm gonna make it myself. I like how it's coming out so far, but I don't know what Stream Elements is doing. What is even follow age supposed to be? Is it just supposed to show you? Oh man, Stream Elements, you asshole! You didn't even do it correctly. What the shit? Stream Elements. Yeah, man, I need to fix some of these. Some of the Stream Elements stuff. Yeah, how long you've been following? Oh, why did it work that time? Oh wait, that's just saying. Interesting. Maybe, do I not have it set up, maybe? Maybe you need to set it up. I'm gonna have to figure that out, I think. Dang it. Chat commands. Ah, here. What was that one called? Those, 10 months, 10 days, 10 hours? Oh yeah. Damn, that's kind of perfect. Follow age. Let me see if I can find the follow age on here. Ah, well, I have it turned on. Why is it not working? Interesting. Cooldown setting. Enable command when stream is both online and offline. Huh. It should work. I have it enabled to be on. And it's not like it's using other stuff. Wild. I don't know. My Stream Elements is broken, I suppose. I bet if I did this though, it's gonna work. Dang it. See, that works. But my guy, I'll be going soon. My husband's coming home soon, and I want to play BG3. That sounds okay. Don't ever feel like you have to stick around for the entire stream. Done with life. I appreciate any time you do come in and join for even just a little bit. Always brightens my day. Dad joke. Is that one I can do? See, but I don't know why do some of the Stream Elements commands work and then others don't. What's the deal? I have it literally turned on, dude. Oh, damn it. How? I guess you can take a guess, Jarandi. No. About what's the deal with airline food? Here was bad joke. Oh, I don't know what that means, Randy. See you soon, though. When will you stream again? My hope is I will stream tomorrow. That's my hope. Again at around 2 p.m. EST. I see. I kind of came close today. I was a little bit late. I was like 30-ish minutes late, but I did stream close to around 2 p.m. EST today, like I said I would. So are you proud of me? But I think I will try to stream again tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST. And it might be a game. It might be a game instead tomorrow, instead of just doing animation work. I'm very bad. Thank you. Can you read my entry message? I don't know. Can I? Entry message. Oh, excited to see you tomorrow. Yes, see you tomorrow. Done with life. See you tomorrow. I need to get this video done before the end of this month, dude. Oh, goodness gracious. This stream when I joined? Oh yeah, what was that? I saw that. Oh, oh, and you got ads at the right moment. That's awesome. That's hilarious. That's what you get for putting the lost meme in my chat. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're already back? How short were those ads? Those 5-second ads. Oh, whenever I get ads on Twitch, they last like 5 minutes. The hell? Damn it, I was just saying that was deserved, because I looked, for some wild reason, when you posted that the first time around, I didn't understand what you posted. And then when you said to check back again just now, I looked back, I was like, I still don't understand what you, and then like it finally clicked in my head, and it's like, oh, you bastard, it's a loss. It's a loss again. I do like those types of memes where it's like almost like pattern recognition memes, like Lost, or for the longest time, remember when the Among Us thing was a thing, and people would just like be like, holy shit, I see it everywhere. Or other ones like that. I can only think of those two off the top of my head, but there are a lot of memes where it's like the pattern recognition thing, where it's like the Among Us or the Lost. But yeah, you're a sick person. You're a sick individual. I don't even know how you did that with the highlights and everything too. Oh. But what am I? So it's an hour and 9. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it when Down with Life is here, but I was gonna say that I didn't even do the hair yesterday. I said I was gonna do the hair for my Live Today model yesterday, and I just didn't do it. Yeah, because I got tired, which is really bad. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna end stream in like an hour. We'll go for 2 hours today, and then after the fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do the hair, get that done, and try to also get maybe the eye. I'm trying to maybe finish the entire head today. That'd be wise if I could finish the entire head today. Dapido. Banana. Banana. Do do do. There. Yes, sir. Okay, anyways. Back to this. Dame dane. Dame yo. Dame dane. If ever I go silent like that for half a second, where I'm not talking, it's not because I've lost track of everything I'm saying, it's because I go and look at Twitter with my ADHD zoomer brain and just see what the hell's going on for half a second. Yeah. Actually, Durant, I hate Twitter. I'm impartial. It's been kind of, yeah. It's been whatever, but that's where I get most of my shit from. But what was I gonna just say? Shit, I have such a. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Today I am very. I think I said it on my stream announcement, but today I'm very chill. I'm very chill right now. You know, I'm not talking like a spastic necessarily. I'm not screaming or anything. I'm like sort of slow and monotone today. I'm kind of chill. That is not usually like me. Most of the time my streams are kind of chaotic. All I see is bigoted people spreading hate and people falling for political rage bait. I just don't I just don't follow really any politics on my Twitter. I just keep it to mostly VTuber stuff or anime shit for the most part. I will say that's kind of how I've been using TikTok. Is for the longest time I deleted TikTok for years, and I only just recently re-downloaded TikTok, but not to actually use it, but to instead post my videos there and then leave right afterwards. Like, that is literally all I use TikTok for. I just post my video and then I just leave. I actually spend maybe like a total of like 2 minutes per day on TikTok just doing that. Anish, morning. How you doing, Anish? How you doing? Things came to quite a head yesterday, huh? when we saw the V Shoujo thing live, huh? Yeah, a lot has happened in just the 24 hours since then. It's been pretty crazy. Been pretty wild. Right when to save nuclear left leaning was for me. Still on vacation? You're on vacation, bro. I was on vacation. Wait, we're like one and the same. Hold on. Yeah, that's okay, Randy. Just try to keep it for the most part. Not too political. Vacation, dude. I need another vacation. I need to like. Don't you guys wish sometimes like you could just like take a revolver and like put it to your temple and then shoot, and then like, but you only die for like 5 days and then you come back to life after the fact? That would be like that would be the best rest ever. That would be the best rest ever. I can't avoid politics as everyone. I want to try my best on my streams for the most part to not just my streams, but even my YouTube and especially my Twitter now, to just completely avoid it. I'll talk about like little drama things about that pertain to stuff. And even then, I don't usually do it. I only did it about one time yesterday just because it was so massive. But that just pertained to VTubing and shit like that. But I try to keep all my content just, especially nowadays, just completely. I just want to be like what the you just come and you kind of chill out and it's like, you know what? Yeah. The snail bar guy. I could just listen to him talk about other shit. Could you? No, they can't. No. What about me? Can I do it? Wait, no, not with them. I don't want to kiss them with a nice lady. Yes. President. No. But otherwise, for the most part, yeah, I just like to keep my things pretty much completely free of that now. Because I've come to the realization within this last bit of time that, no one would give a damn about what I have to say. And also, it just makes everyone more miserable. And I'm just trying to scream at Roblox games and stream my animation and make my little VTuber shorts. It's like, guys, you hear what Snailpire said about the political situation in the Middle East? It's like, no. I thought he was the guy that just screamed at when he was playing Roblox horror games and, and Roblox games. I was playing Roblox on stream a few days ago, and I played a few. I started off the stream with horror games on Roblox because I thought they were good, and they were all poopy. They were all bad. I was very disappointed. I always heard about such good things about Roblox horror games, but all of them were kind of poop. However, I switched over to some other ones, and I played this one that was almost like Saw, where it was like there's like 25 people in a room, and there was like a big spin the wheel that would land on people, and every time it was like a new like game almost. That one was actually really fun and good. There was also this other one I tried called The Tower, where you and a bunch of people are the runners and you're running towards the end goal, and then there's one guy in a tower with a sniper rifle and he's just trying to pick off as many people as possible. And that one was actually also really fun. So funny enough, the ones that weren't really horror were actually really fun, but the ones that were kind of dog crap. You played Roblox as a kid? Yes, I did. Actually, I checked when I played Roblox the other day on stream, which was the first time I'd played in quite a while. I checked to see how old my account was. And do you want to you know what? Take a guess. Take a guess as to how old my Roblox account is. I'm curious what you think. I love playing Pokemon Break Bronze as a kid. Mine's from 2016. Oh, well. Mine is older. Can you guess? Can you guess? I'll give you one little guess. 2013? You're very close. It was 2012. My account was from 2012, and it just passed the 13-year mark. So my account is probably older than like 90% of the kids playing the damn game. My account is older than like 90% of the kids playing the damn game, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, I made my account all the way back in 2012, which is pretty wild. And I played it a decent amount-ish when I was a kid. I would say, of course, Minecraft would be the game that I played the most as a kid. I think I played Minecraft when did I get my Minecraft account? I don't even remember. Maybe 2011 or 2012? It was either 2011 or 2012, I think I got my Minecraft account. But yeah, Roblox was from 2012, and those were the type of games I played as a kid on my little computer. I played the Xbox 360 edition. I didn't even have an Xbox. I just had like Nintendo stuff. I just had Nintendo stuff. So I didn't have a PlayStation. I didn't have an Xbox. However, I did play on the PlayStation a decent amount as a kid because my cousin had a PlayStation that I would get to play on sometimes. So I still got to play on the PlayStation 3. I don't even think I specified the number. I played on PlayStation 3 a decent amount. But otherwise, I mostly just had Nintendo stuff. So like Wii U, DS, Game Boy, and then eventually the Switch. But I was also a PC guy. Well, initially from like, I want to say 2010. Well, actually it was before 2010, but up until like 2015, I only had this really, really crappy, super slow Mac laptop that my dad had, and that was where I used to play games. It was pretty bad. I was playing Minecraft at the lowest graphics at like 10 FPS. It was not great. But then eventually I got a laptop when I was like 14, and that was where I got to play more League, where I got to play Minecraft more, where I got to play Gmod a lot and stuff like that. I had a Roblox account in like 2016 or something, but I forgot the password. No. You know, I was so worried because I built this new PC that I'm currently using right now just 7 months ago, and it is beefy as hell. But I was concerned because I was like, oh, you know what? I kind of miss Minecraft. I wanna play Minecraft again. And I was like, oh shit! But didn't they do that merger thing with Microsoft accounts where it's like if you don't do it after a certain point, you lose your Minecraft account for good? I was like, oh, I hope I did that. I don't remember if I did that or not. But thankfully, I guess at one point those spam emails of that Microsoft are sending out, I must have done it at some point, because when I logged into my Snail Pirate accounts in Minecraft, it thankfully worked. But I saw there were some people that wanted to play Minecraft after a very long time, and they literally couldn't because they didn't do the merger thing with the account, so they lost their account, which is so unfortunate. I would have been actually so sad if I lost my original account from like 2012, 11 or something. But thankfully, I guess I did do the merger at some point. I had basically everything as a kid. Xbox, OG, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360s, GB Advanced, Wii, Xbox One. Dude, how rich were you? Dude, my goodness. I had, yeah, it's mostly just Nintendo. My parents got me, I think, the first thing I ever got was the Game Boy Advanced. That was like the first one I ever got. Then later on, I got a DS. Then after the DS, I think we got a Wii. And then after the Wii, I got a DSi, the one with the camera and flip note, which, oh, I'm so glad I had that because the flip note was such a, I love flip note and flip note Hatena. And then after the DSi, I got the Wii U in 2012, and that was the last one because the Switch I bought myself with the money that I made doing summer work. So the last console that I got like as a thing from my parents was the Wii U. Which, here's the thing, the Wii U was a good console. It didn't sell well. It bombed. It did terrible. But I actually really liked the Wii U. Yeah, it was a good console. I don't care. I had 3. Why did you have 3 Xbox 360s and 2 Xbox Ones? You're just like doing laps around me. Why did you need that many? Was it because of the Ring of Death thing with the 360s? So you had to keep buying new ones or something? Like, why did you need 3? What? One wasn't enough? You needed like 2 others on at the same time? My parents are divorced. What? Wait, did that? I still feel like that doesn't explain the last one. I guess that makes sense why then there would be 2. But where's the third one coming from? Where's the third one coming from? Oh man. Actually, I think the last console I bought was the Switch in 2017. Now that I think about it. After that, I have not bought a console since. It's only been this PC that I spent $1,600 building. Damn, you guys had so much. Yeah, I guess I had a decent amount. It was all Nintendo stuff, but I will say it was getting the Wii U was definitely more of a burden. We were doing more well off earlier on. By the time the Wii U came, it was quite a big thing to be able to get that for us because we were not doing as well financially then. But my parents still got it for me. I'm still very happy and thankful that they did. I only got a PC when I turned 18. Oh wow, damn. Yeah, shit, dude. Okay, so let me look back. I'm gonna look back in time here. When I was a little baby, I was born, and then after the fact, my dad had this old MacBook laptop, I think from 2006. So 2006 to 2015, I used this MacBook. It was his, but after a certain point, he got a new one, like maybe around 2009, I think. So that he kind of just gave me that old MacBook because it was pretty dog crap at that point. It was, like I said, I was playing games like Minecraft with the low settings at 10 FPS, so it was not very good. And I used that one until about 2015, and then with my money that I saved up from birthdays and stuff, I bought it wasn't a very good PC, but I bought this laptop, this Windows laptop. But at the very least, at that point, it was something that was better than the MacBook I had, and it was Windows, so I actually could play games and not have to worry about, oh, this game doesn't actually run on Mac and stuff like that. And I had that I had that Windows laptop, that Dell laptop, till 2019, and then in 2019, I once again replaced that laptop with a new computer that I bought for only $600, which is kind of crazy, but it was Black Friday, and that PC was a massive upgrade for me because I was finally now able to play games like Resident Evil 2 Remake on like pretty close to, not the highest settings, but like high enough settings and still have it play at like 60 FPS, which was very nice at that time. And I had that PC till the end of 2024. But around 2023, that PC was starting to really chug along. It was starting to really show its age. So I had to finally replace that one this year. And that's when I got this PC that I have right now, which I built. That was the first PC I've ever built, this new one that I have. And I'm really glad I built it because I was able to get the parts I wanted without having to skimp out on other parts, you know? Because like when you buy like the pre-builts, sometimes they'll like skimp out on certain parts to make it still affordable for people, which is not what I wanted. So I'm glad that I went and built this one. Oh yeah, 3 laptops before that. Oh well, I did too. I had those laptops. I've had a DS, PC, PS4, Switch, PS5, and second PC. Dang. Yeah, I never had the PlayStation. I'm very glad though that I was able to play on the PlayStation 3 quite a bit as a kid because my cousin had one, and we basically lived under the same roof. So I was able to play on that one a decent amount. Like Little Big Planet 2, that was a good one. Black Ops. I remember Fat Princess. That was a fun game on PlayStation. What other games? There's quite a few, but those are some of the bigger ones that I remember. Oh, Scott Pilgrim. The Scott Pilgrim game. I loved the Scott Pilgrim game on PlayStation because my cousin thankfully bought it before it was delisted on the PlayStation store because he was super big into Scott Pilgrim, and I loved playing that game. Oh, and also Castle Crashers, because Castle Crashers was on PS3. I played the crap out of that. Wait, I also had a laptop. Forgot. Laptops are so... I've come to the realization... Well, I came to this realization back in like... probably back in like 2015, but... laptops are, unless you're always on the move, and maybe you need it for like work-related purposes, getting a laptop is so not worth it. It's so not worth it, especially if you're gonna do games and stuff. If you're always like, if you basically don't leave the house too often or whatnot, you just straight up should never get a laptop. It's just a lot less powerful and usually sometimes more expensive. And for what, you know? But if you are a guy that does a lot of work online and stuff like that, then it's probably worth it. I used to play games at the PCs of our local playground. Yeah, it was like an entire free public playground with a large outdoor with climbable things, a jumping castle, and a swing set, an indoor with an ice hockey table. What? Yo, what the hell? That's so you basically had like a park that you could go and hang out and play at, and then on top of that, the park also just so happened to have an indoor place with game consoles and what and PCs and shit. That's crazy. How much did it even cost anything? Because you said free, I think, right? Or wait, what did you say? You said yeah, you said free public playground. What? It was free too? That's crazy. Government paid? Damn. You're so lucky. What the hell? I'm trying to think if I guess there were like maybe some slight things like that eventually with like maybe like the YMCA or stuff like that, but not like with straight up like, you know, PC cafes type deal, nothing like that. Where I used to live, they eventually made like a PC cafe that I only visited once because my friends were in like a League of Legends tournament. I don't know if it's still doing hot because they opened up like right before the pandemic, so they probably got hit really hard because no one's gonna come to a PC cafe during the pandemic. So I don't know if they're still operating. It'd be kind of, I think they might not be. I think the pandemic might have killed them off. Just European things. Oh, you're European. That's why. That explains everything. Damn, son. I was wrecking kids on Mario Kart Wii and 8. Dude, Mario Kart Wii, I remember I used to play Mario Kart Wii, and then I played some of 8, but not a shit ton of 8. I still haven't been able to try out the new one. The World Tour, is that what it's called? Or is it called Mario Kart World or Mario Kart World Tour? I keep forgetting. That shows you how little I've been paying attention to it, but it's because I don't have a Switch 2. I didn't bother buying a Switch 2, mostly because I have zero need for one, and it's way too expensive to... if I was like a big streamer, if I was like a really big streamer right now, like I had like 1,000 people watching me, then I would have probably bought a Switch 2. Then it would have been actually worthwhile to buy a Switch 2. But right now it's like not remotely worth it. But I will say that it is cool to see how powerful it is, because I have my Switch is the original Switch model from 2017. So I don't have a Switch Lite. I don't have a Switch OLED system or anything like that. I have like the original one from 2017, and that one has shown its age because it's not very powerful. So it's kind of cool to see how powerful the Switch 2 is. Not gonna lie, I've seen some pretty impressive things, like Cyberpunk. Dude, Cyberpunk runs actually fairly well on the Switch 2, and it doesn't look like, you know, doggy doo-doo either. Like the graphics are actually decent, which is baffling to me. Like I've seen people compare the Switch 2 to the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck is actually getting mogged. Like the Switch 2 apparently is actually much more powerful and better than even the Steam Deck, and Steam Deck has always been regarded as probably like the best handheld, but it seems like it's lost its crown. Seems like the Switch 2 has overtaken it. So eventually, maybe years down the line, when I can afford it and it's actually maybe worthwhile, I might get a Switch 2. But I don't really see myself buying a console at all in the near future. I've been basically done with consoles since the Switch, and even the Switch is kind of like a handheld thing. Which state am I from? I am from the good old state of massive two shits. Massive two shits. Yeah, I'm all the way on the East Coast. Doxed. Guys who doxed me. Doxed. Guys, find out where I live. Find out where I live right now. Log in the details. Pinpoint, like you can hear the echoes of the walls around me. Pinpoint the echoes. Use echolocation. Find the exact house that I'm currently staying at right now. Nah, but yeah. Boston, Hartford, I don't know. I live close to Boston. I don't live quite in Boston. Hartford? It might be Connecticut, because I've never heard of Hartford. Oh, shit. Hartford. Where is Hartford? Yeah, it's Connecticut. It's Connecticut. Because I was about to say, it's like, I've never heard of Hartford. I feel like I would have known about where Hartford is. It seems like it's in Connecticut. Yeah, I've never been, Oh, now I don't know how to turn that off. Maybe I should turn it off completely. It's not like I'm making much money from... Actually, do they... does Twitch just put ads... I'm assuming they do a YouTube thing where they just put ads on you if you're an affiliate, regardless of whether or not you turn them off or not. I'm not sure. Because they gotta get that bag, you know. Twitch is it's a small company, guys. They don't make enough. They don't make enough. Dabadi dabado. Yeah. Badge down. How am I? 1 hour and 35. Guys, I need to get the... Oh, I'm back. What was I saying? I was saying I wasn't sure if ads play regardless of if I turn them off or not, because I don't know if Twitch does a YouTube thing where, you know how like YouTube will put ads on people's videos even if they are demonetized? Because, you know, guys, Twitch is a small company, it doesn't make enough money. They're trying to just make any money that they can, you know, small company. Anyways, but I was gonna say that I've never actually been very far out of the East Coast in terms of the U.S. I've only stayed in, I've only been around the Northeast, so places like Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, stuff like that. Never been to the West, never been to the South, never been like Central, whatever the fuck, you know. I would like to. Actually, it would be so cool if someday I could just visit every single state, right? Wouldn't that be cool? It would be cool if I could do like a road trip with friends or something like that, and we just go to every single state. Because every single state is almost like its own little country, you know? It's got its own like unique shit. Have I ever been to Vermont or Montpelier? Maybe, but if I have been, it wasn't for very long. Any place in Europe is a no. I've never been to Europe. Okay, that's technically a lie. I've technically been to Europe, but only for layover flights, so that doesn't really count. So I'm basically just in the airport, except for one single time when I was 6 years old, when I was with my parents and we were traveling, and for whatever reason our layover flight was like a day, so we left the airport. We were in France and we went to Euro Disney, but that's it. Otherwise, I've never actually really been to Europe. Amsterdam. I've never been to any of these places, bro. None of them. I should go to... Oh, is this the airport? I don't know. Was this the one? Amsterdam... Schiphol. I can't remember, dude. I'm looking at the pictures of this one. Whichever French airport has like the section where they have a bunch of PS5s that you can play. That's the one that I was at. Whichever French airport was the one where you have a bunch of PS5s while you're waiting that you can play on. That was the one that I was at. I don't know which one that is. Maybe it's this one, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. It's common layover point. Yeah, not that one then. It might be that one. It might be this one that you just typed in chat. Let me see. I just got a dude. Oh, here, airport. Images. Yes. I think this. Yep, this is the one. Yeah, I was at this one. Yeah, I think this was it. My brain is kind of scrambled, but yeah, I'm fairly certain that this was the one that I was at. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, this is the one, I think. But like I said, when I was 6 years old, I did technically leave that airport, and we went to Euro Disney for a day before we got back, so that we catch our other flight. But that's it. That's it for Europe. Never really been otherwise. I do want to. I want to visit some European countries. I just don't know when I'll do it. I was very lucky that last year I got to go to Japan. I saved up money. I got to go with a friend, and we went to Japan for like 2 months. Because I've always wanted to go to Japan. I was very happy to do that. I won't lie to you. The next time I get on a plane to go somewhere, it might be to Japan again. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I want to go back so bad. It was such a good time. Like I said, it probably sucks working there. Probably really hard. But being as a tourist... no qualms with it. It was pretty great. Everything ran pretty smoothly. I will say that if I ever do travel to any of these places, I don't want to do solo traveling. I almost did a solo trip to Japan, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I honestly, for one, I might have been screwed a few times because my phone was really dog crap while I was there, and I didn't have the internet because I didn't bother paying $10 a day for the 5G. Thankfully my friend did, so whenever we were lost we were able to use his phone or stuff like that, and also there were times when my phone's battery just died and we needed his phone. So there's that, but really the biggest part was it's just lonely a little bit. It's just not as fun if you travel by yourself. So if I ever do it again, I would go with a friend. I love this saying between urban planners. It goes, you either get radicalized by Tokyo or Amsterdam. What? That's a saying? What? Why did they say that? You know what, I mentioned this before on the stream, is that, you know, the Paris syndrome? The Paris syndrome, or whatever the hell it's called? The thing where people have this idealized version of Paris in their heads, And then when they finally save up the money and go to Paris for their trip, and they're super excited to get there, and then they get hit with the Paris syndrome because they realize, oh, this is not all it's chalked up to be, and then they get really depressed. And I've heard that I've heard people have that with Tokyo and like Japan. Let me just say firsthand, I got the complete opposite of that, dude. I got the complete and actual opposite of that when I was in Japan. As soon as I landed, I was like, wow, I'm in a mystical land. And for the entire 2 months, I was just happy and giddy the entire time. I loved being there. I did not get the Paris syndrome at all. Not even remotely. Oh, you made a viral Reddit post about Paris syndrome. Okay, so you know all about it then. Yeah, it is kind of a crazy syndrome, but apparently I've heard people have it as well with Japan, but thankfully I didn't have it at all. I bet you though I would have it with, well, actually I don't have an idealized version of Paris in my head, so I guess I wouldn't have the Paris syndrome if I went there. I'd probably just go and be like, yeah, no, this is about what I expected. I was at like the top post of the year on Doge lore. Wait, like just in general, or it had to do with the Paris syndrome? Because what does that have to do with the Paris syndrome? Unless you just mean in general on Reddit. Dude, I have not used Reddit in a long ass time. I don't really like Reddit. I do remember one time back in like 2017-ish, I had this like little, it was how I saved up money, or was it? Yeah, it was how I saved up money to buy the Switch initially when I was like 16. I got one of these summer jobs from like the mayor program or something like that. And I remember my job was like kind of just an office worker for that summer as a 16-year-old. Or actually, was I 16? Yeah, I was 16. And all I was doing was basically just like filing papers, printing shit, stapling stuff, putting things in binder, just boring ass stuff. But I did it really fast, and whenever I did it really fast, I would just open up Reddit and I'd go into like the subreddits where it's like I forgot what it was called, but the ones where it's like just a bunch of people writing really creepy, like long creepy stories and stuff like that. And some of them were kind of well written, and it kind of eased my boredom for quite a while because I was just reading a bunch of these cool, scary stories, and I was like, oh, this is cool, this is spooky. Oops, I just hit my mic. On that subreddit, my Paris syndrome joke was, was top post of the year. Can I link it? It's pretty stupid. I was 14. Yeah, go ahead. I don't have the, even though my what's it called? My stream elements is being shitty in terms of it didn't work with that one command earlier. I do have it set so that it doesn't ban anyone or do anything crazy like that if they post a link. I had that one time and someone tried posting a link. I was like, oops, sorry. So then I changed it afterwards. Wow, such a lesson. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did instantly find it. It was literally the top post. What does it say? Doge lore. Here, let's see here. Oh, wow. 17.7k upvotes submitted 3 years ago. Let's see. What does it say? Finally landed in Paris. Can't wait to see all the beautiful things this city has to offer. Must be a bad day. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Bonjour. Je voudrais des fruits s'il vous plaît. How dare vous to ruin the most beautiful language in the world like that? Why is everything so dirty? Doge had experienced Paris syndrome, which is a sense of disappointment exhibited by some individuals when visiting Paris who feel that the city was not what they had expected. Le fin. And look at that. The first top comment says, I wonder if weebs ever arrive in Tokyo and get Tokyo syndrome, becoming depressed because it's not actually an anime world. Well, buddy. Well, Mr. Deleted, because you deleted your account. No, not at all. Not even remotely. Not for me, at least. I loved going to Japan. But yeah. There you go. That was the top post on Google when I searched that up. You made it big. You made it big on Reddit. Here's your Reddit gold. Reddit. It sounds like you're saying a ribbit, and also, of course, the main name, of course, is it's supposed to sound like you're saying like, oh, I just read it. I just read that. I read it. Who came up with that name? I guess it's not a bad name. I think I just associate it with shit. Reddit. I used to use Reddit way more back in the day, but I think after like 2019 I stopped using Reddit much. Like, I'll still look at it occasionally, but very, very rarely, and only for specific like subreddits that I go to. Otherwise, not much. I remember when I do remember though going onto it a bit more when PewDiePie was doing his Minecraft like series back in 2019, summer of 2019. Oh man, that was such a fun series. But I remember looking at his Reddit a lot more during that time. That's like the last time that I was like super into it. I had 1 million views. Damn, I should have never stopped doing Doge lore. Dude, you could have been the Doge lore guy. What you could have made like YouTube videos about Doge lore. In that same vein, you probably could have like 1 million bajillion subscribers right now if you started it, and like $500,000 million. Stop! Oh, what kind of pin? I bet you probably want to blow your brains out at some point though, because that sounds like it could be, after a certain point, like, I don't want to make these Doge lore videos anymore. And then it's like, your audience is like, no, I need the Doge lore. I need to see the funny Doge guy going through like 1940s Germany. Give me the lore on that. I need to see him at the assassination of JFK, but it has to be with Doge. Make that video too. I could have been Jeff Bezos of Doge lore. Oh man. Or the Mr. Beast of Doge lore. Dude, Mr. Beast has 400 million subscribers, I think now. That's fucking crazy. You literally made it on your phone. Well, actually, I guess that's a good thing, right? It shows that you can make something that gets that viral, and you don't have to put an absolute shit ton of effort into it. That's always somewhat of a black pill, if you will, of internet. Is there are so many people that have no talents whatsoever, and yet they still blow up, whereas people spend so much time on a video, so much time on an animation, so much time on a piece of art, and it will technically look amazing, or it will be amazing, and yet it just doesn't get pushed because they're still just not popular enough yet, and it kind of discourages people. And then you see others that have like just no talents whatsoever, that are just raking in the views, raking in the money, and it is kind of like blackpilling in that sense. But hey, I just want to say, we're all gonna make it, bros. We're all gonna make it. I believe. But that's why I'm doing stuff like this video, where it's not like a full-on, like, 2-minute long cartoon or something like that. It's just like making these short little animations, although this took me way too long to create, but usually I'm faster. But making these short little animations and then just kind of pumping them out so that it clearly shows my skill level with stuff like this. But also, I'm not killing myself by making a 3-minute cartoon in the span of like 3 weeks, because that's just not possible. So you gotta play it a little bit smart here and there to make it in this cruel world. Because my soldiers do not yield or buckle when faced with adversity. What's the speech he gives? Fucking Erwin from Attack on Titan. They face the cruelty of this world. That was another thing man, that summer of 2019 was a crazy summer. For so many different reasons. So many different reasons. I just think about anime like Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 were coming out. Fire Force, Dr. Stone. The PewDiePie Minecraft thing was fairly fun. But then there's also like a lot of kind of bad shit. Like Attica had just passed. I just graduated high school, and that was kind of scary times. Like, oh god, I don't know how college is going to be. And then I also had to waste my life working at a Dunkin' Donuts most of that summer, which is not fun. So when I look back on 2019, especially summer of 2019, it's like a very love-hate relationship with that one, because there was so much cool shit that I really liked, but there was so much bad. I remember being kind of sad when I had a viral post on PewDiePie subreddit, and his video literally ended on the post. I was no, oh, that's so sucky. Oh man, I would be so mad. I'm not at him, but I would just be so like sad. I'm like, no, it's so close. Oh man. Damn. Sometimes I get stuff like that, not like specifically with that, but I don't know, stuff with like, whether it's like with my animation stuff, sometimes it's like it's almost there and then it doesn't quite make it, and then I feel like that same sort of like da ba dee da ba doo. Oh, what else is going on in Twitter? Oh, interesting. Huh. Seems like some people said that Cinder donated some money to the Vshoujo, but to the Iron Mouse thing. Damn, Cinder. I did blatantly lie on my post, which is kind of funny. What did you say? What did you say? But oh yeah, interesting that Cinder, man, Cinder. Oh jeez, yeah, that whole debacle. That people thought that was going to be the biggest drama of the VTubing sphere this year. And the Vshoujo was just like, check this one out. I never did, and then people started asking me for the IP. What is this? Big brain move from Poland. Poland is using a countrywide Minecraft server to get kids to stay home. Using V vintage. What is? Oh, this is during the. Oh man, this is the most like 2019. This is like the most 2019 Reddit post I've ever seen. Holy fuck. Wait, so there was there actually no IP, or did you, wait, I never, which is kind of funny, I never did, and people started asking for the IP. That's hilarious. Holy fuck. What do people post on this subreddit now? I'm curious. Especially considering PewDiePie doesn't like, first off, a lot of them grew up now. They don't post the same sort of Reddit tier shit. Okay, I guess some of them still kind of do. I just clicked on one. But PewDiePie also doesn't just upload much anymore. Members at now will be 9-year-olds at heart. PewDiePie G Fuel is now at Soul Dollar Trees. Bjorn is 2 years old already? What? Their kid is already 2? What? It's kind of crazy. Huh. Chest lore. What's this? Oh, it's another. You made a lot of these Doge ones, huh? Okay, what is this one? This is from 2 years ago. Hello, I am chess world champion Magnus Carlsen. You look like you have potential. I'd like to challenge you to a game. OMG, I'm playing against the world champion. I need to focus. And then does the thing where it's like, oh, thinking. He takes the queen. Oh, and he just puts it right on the king. Checkmate, noob. Damn. Can you just do that? Can you just do that? Oh my gosh. It's so funny when I see stuff like this. It's like, oh wow, this is definitely Reddit. Did you know there's apparently a move in chess though that you can there's a move in chess if someone does this specific move and you can lose. Okay, I need to take a second here. I'm trying to think. The words are just flowing out of my mouth. You can technically lose a game of chess in 2 single moves. I don't know which ones they are, but I saw a clip where you can actually straight up, if you're so dumb, you can technically lose the game in 2 moves. Yes, you know exactly the clip I was thinking about. It was the Jay Schlatt one. But apparently he's, of course, not the first one it happens to, but that was just like the most notorious one I've seen on a clip before, which is really funny. He was like so confident, and the woman's just like, yeah, I just won. He's like, against Botez. Yeah, I have no idea who Botez is. I just remembered that was the woman. Actually, I don't even watch Jay Schlatt. I just kind of know about him, but I just remember seeing that clip. But is Botez, was that like a world-renowned chess, or was she a really big chess player, or was she just another streamer? Because I don't really know. I really know. Once it comes out of the scope of like VTubing, sometimes I'm not as I don't know as well. Well, okay, I'm not a complete like boomer. I do know some. I know like Queso and Kai Cenat, Speed, even if I don't really watch them. Although I did start watching a little bit of some of the VODs, some of the like little clips of Queso. So he actually is quite funny. I like Queso. He's pretty cool. He's pretty chill. Especially when last year when the Game Awards had like streamer or content creator of the year, and it was basically Queso against Pekara from Hololive, and I gave props to Queso because Queso is very chill and cool about the whole thing, and lots of people made like really funny, cute art of Queso and Pekara just hanging out together, which I thought was endearing. I thought was very sweet. She's good, but doesn't hold any chess titles like I am or WGF. She's a big chess streamer. Ah, I see. Okay, so not necessarily like world renowned, but she's definitely good enough that she's known for being a chess streamer. Okay, actually, speaking of chess, I saw the other day, and I have no idea if I would be able to actually participate in it. We'll see, but I saw the other day on Twitter there was this group, this VTuber group, that was doing a chess tournament on August 9th, and it was an open invitation that said like any size VTuber, even if you're a PNG tuber, and whatever skill level of chess you're at, come and join. So maybe if I receive anything back from that, who knows, maybe August 9th you'll see me doing some chess in a tournament that I will badly lose if I do get to be a part of it, because I'm not very good at I know how to play chess, but I'm not insanely good at it. But at least I know how to play. I've played since I was little, but not like a shit ton, just enough to know how to play. But I wonder if let me go here. Where is... let me make my bookmarks, actually. It's called Luminara. That was it. Luminara Legacy. That was the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. It'd be kind of cool. I think I have to wait at least a few days before they send out any invites. And who knows, maybe I won't be a part of it. But it would be neat if I could be. I definitely want to be a part of more of those types of things. How are the ads so quick for you? I swear, my ads are like 2 full minutes at least. Here, what's this one? Vine? The average dad joke has arrived. Wow, such a beautiful day. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Road work ahead. I sure hope it does. That is such a dad joke. I wonder what that is such a dad joke, yeah. 45 seconds. Oh. I think I made my my ads so that they only show up after 22 minutes or something like that. And it's like I think it's like a minute or something of ads after every 22 minutes or something like that. I don't remember what I set it to exactly. But something like that. Something like that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the chess tournament thing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It would be super neat if I could join that. If not, that's all right. We'll just keep chugging along, make my VTuber model, keep working on this video and networking with other VTubers and stuff like that. You know, I don't honestly just want to only network with VTubers. There's actually some of these VTubers I kind of actually want to be friends with. You know, it'd be kind of cool. But, you know, we'll see. Last thing you want to be, guys, last thing you want to be is a cinder. You do not want to be a cinder in any sort of business. Because, it's, first off, it's just kind of scummy. But secondly, it's going to bite you in the ass at some point in the day. You know? That's going to catch up eventually. That shit was still pretty wild. I guess she could, I don't know. I don't know if she can come back from that. I guess maybe she could. I feel like the only way she could is if she like fully apologized, which she really didn't do. She didn't really take any accountability for that stuff. So, and it's been so long now, so it's like, I don't know. Any goodwill has kind of been burnt to that point, but yeah, I don't know. It's beyond me. I don't care too much about that. It's been a while since that whole ordeal happened. Also, I'm looking forward to when I finish my VTuber model, and I actually have a range of emotions and expressions, and I'm wiggling around, and it's not just a single PNG moving up and down. I'm looking forward to that, so that way I can like actually maybe do some other game live streams, especially horror ones, and you can actually see some sort of like facial reaction to the stuff going on, as opposed to just like these two single motions of my mouth flapping up and down and me blinking. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I've mentioned this yesterday on stream, but my hope is to get the VTuber model done and hopefully rigged and completely working and like showing it off on stream by like August 8th, August 9th. It'd be cool if I do get approved and maybe get to join that VTuber chess tournament thing, that I have the VTuber model done for it, and then people can see my cool VTuber model then. I'm actually really happy with how it's looking so far. I'm genuinely surprised that it's coming out better than I thought that it would. And I'm very glad too, because it costs so much money, man. It costs so much money to to commission someone for a VTuber model. Which actually is another thing too. It's like, well, if I learn how to do this, guys, I've already been doing a bunch of animation commissions. If I learn how to make this whole VTuber model myself and learn how to rig it myself, and it looks really good, professional, I can open up commissions for VTuber models myself. And those things are expensive. They go for like 4 or 5 grand. So I could open up commission models and be like, hey, you know, 4 grand or something. And that'd be, I don't know, maybe. I could use more money. That's for damn sure. Could always use more money. Which European countries would you like to visit the most? Let's see. Let me. I feel like Europe is starting to become so much more of a dirty shithole recently. I wonder if there's any countries that are still worthwhile visiting. I have a friend that lives in Sweden. Sweden might be one to want to visit. I think Italy would be a cool one to visit. Even though France is kind of well, more so Paris is really a shithole. It'd be kind of cool to visit France, especially considering I literally have a French last name. I definitely have French in me. So it'd be cool to visit there and be like, wow, my ancestors. The Netherlands might be cool to visit. Maybe Greece. My sister actually just recently went to Greece and she liked it for a school trip thingy. I'm not really too interested in visiting England, you know, like the UK, unless like I'm going to go to visit a friend. Same with Ireland, kind of. I think I also have Irish in me as well. Like, America hasn't. No, you're correct. America's shit too, but I live here, so I don't have a choice. It's become a bit more of a shithole in the last decade, but well, actually more than just the last decade. But in terms of Europe, yeah, I don't know. So I'd say France, but the parts that aren't so bad, Italy, Netherlands, Sweden. Places like that, I think, would probably be the top of the list. Actually, I almost forgot, and this is, I don't even know how I forgot. I've said this multiple times that this is one that I actually really want to visit. It's probably at the top of the list, honestly. Dude, Switzerland. I want to visit Switzerland really, really bad, because Switzerland looks so beautiful, dude. Like the mountains, the cities there. Yeah. Actually, I would love to visit Switzerland. You have the lakes. Ooh, I think Switzerland might be the top of the list, actually. I take it back. Switzerland. Yeah. No, Switzerland looks so beautiful. Hey, wait a second. Their flag is a giant, well, actually, I guess it's a white cross. I was about to say it's a giant red cross. I'm like, you can't do that. That's against the Geneva Conventions. That's always so funny when in video games they put a red cross in their game for like a med kit, and then they have to change it after the fact because then they get like a warning, and it's like, technically this is violating the Geneva Conventions. And it's like, oh, okay, sorry. But yeah, no, I think Switzerland might be the top of the list. Switzerland's. Geneva is literally in Switzerland. Well, don't they need to abide by their own rules that they created? But their flag is opposite colors. Their flag is opposite colors. It's a white cross, so it doesn't actually violate that rule. Doesn't actually. So I'd say Switzerland. I'd say Switzerland is the top one. And then those other ones I said eventually. I mean, if I had all the money and time in the world, realistically, I would love to visit just every single country, like, in Europe, but even maybe, like, well, maybe not every single country on Earth. There's probably some countries it'd probably be better I just never go to. I probably don't really need to go to North Korea or something like that, or some others. Oh yeah, Netherlands, top 5. Yeah, I've heard Netherlands, people there are pretty happy for the most part. I think Switzerland is all up there on that list as well. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I don't know if I would ever move to any of those countries. The only country I think I'd ever move to is maybe Japan, but I would only move to Japan if I was either self-employed or I was working under a company that was like a foreign company. So stuff that has more Western values. So that way you don't get the thing like we mentioned earlier in the stream where you have companies that are basically making you dig your own grave, but with the hours and time and effort that you're putting in also have like just horrible working conditions and shit like that. So I'd say if I ever wanted to move to Japan, it'd either be working for a foreign company or if I was like self-employed. Something like that. I will say there's that I don't think I'd ever be able to join unless I got really big, but there's that Geeks Plus thing that like that CDog VA, the Trash Sticks guys, and even some Vtubers are a part of. And that's actually a pretty good deal right there, because it's like, oh, you get to be basically still self-employed doing your, you know, YouTube streaming and stuff, whatever, but you have this company. I know we were talking about corpos, but this is, to be fair, a little bit different. It's not the same. They like what's it called? They do the visa for you so you can move there, which is pretty dope. So that would definitely be like something, but I don't know. So subreddit, wait, hold on, let me do that. There's a subreddit called r/NL versus FL, where it's just people fighting to find statistics where either Netherlands or Finland rank on top or higher, because we always this is a Reddit for fucking everything. Does it have like 5 people in it, or does it have like actually a shit ton? It sounds like so niche that you would only have like 5 people in there that give a crap. But then again, it's a big world, so maybe there's actually a crap ton. 7,000 members? Well, I've been that's debunked from my perspective. I guess I'm an idiot. Oh man, 7,000. Was it just every single day? It's like, no, my country is happier than yours. No, my country is happier than yours. Isn't that almost like you know, like what's it called? Gosh, dang it! What's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of? I'm drawing such a blank, dude. Oh, it's like an oxymoron. There's a better word for it, but like, if you're complaining and getting angry at one another about whose country is the happiest, then actually, it's a paradox. That's what the word I was looking for. It's a paradox, because you're getting angry about whose country is happier, but you're getting angry. You're not being happy right now about it. So it's a paradox, because the angrier you get about which country is happier, technically your country is getting less happy because you're so angry. Think on that one. Think on that one. Ugh. I bet Japan doesn't rank too high. They have a lot of suicides there. It's not funny. I don't know why I kicked that. You ever do that thing where you like say something really bad, and to like cope with it, you just like sort of giggle or like do like a little bit of like a nose breath laugh, but it's not funny at all, the situation. That happens a lot sometimes, and I feel bad. It's like, I'm not trying to actually laugh at this. I'm just a coping mechanism. Just laugh. Ugh. The worst part about drawing is realizing too late you drew on the wrong layer. Yeah. Right now I'm doing... Don't say that. Right now I'm doing this where I'm putting everything on the same layer for this part, just because it just is easier. But yeah, I do have it more separated out for these layers here. And then for this one, I'll add the face on its own layer and this stuff on its own layer again. And then when it gets back to this, I'm just gonna copy, paste, and flip this shit, which is easy as hell. And I only have to change a little bit. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh yeah, also, huh. Yeah, I saw this 2 hours ago. I saw like right when it... I don't really listen to any of these people, but that Ozzy Osbourne guy died just today. From what's the band he was a part of again? I forget. It was a Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath. Yeah. I just see that it's trending on Twitter. Huh. 76 is not super, it's not as old as it used to be. I mean, it's old, but it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not as old as it used to be. You know, usually, when someone dies at 76, you're like, what? You still think they'll be around for at least another 10 years. Or 15 even. And then if they were to... I feel like nowadays it's like, if someone dies younger than 80, then it's like, whoa. Whereas before, in the olden days, it's like, wow, you made it to 35. Congratulations. You didn't get the Black Plague. Wasn't that right after his last concert? Well, of course, it's his last now, but yes. Yeah, apparently, I just searched up on Twitter. Apparently, he just had his last concert, like, literally only a few weeks ago. So, from there until now. I wonder if that was his last concert. Not just because, like, yeah, he died, but I don't know anything really about, like, the guy that much besides, oh yeah, he was part of Black Sabbath. But did, was that like the, I have to check if that was like the, almost like the marketing for it was like, guys, this is going to be my last concert, or was it like, I'm doing concert and who knows, maybe I'll do more concerts in the future. I wonder which one it was, because if that was like his last concert and he mentioned that's going to be his last concert, who knows, maybe his body was like, finally, that's it. Because that's a thing, people like, they kind of like, their body holds out for something, and then once that thing finally comes to pass, then the body just finally like relaxes and kind of gives out. That's why so many people get sick really bad after they work really hard for many months. It's happened to me many times where I'll like no life a school semester, staying up super late, drinking Monsters, and I'm not like sick, and then as soon as the semester's over and I'm finally on break, then all of a sudden I get super sick. I get a horrible cold and I'm sneezing and coughing and stuff because your body's finally just like, okay, there we go, just now relax. Oh, he said he'd retire after. Okay, so it was going to be his last concert regardless. Yeah, so maybe it was, honestly, it could have been the thing I'm saying, partly. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll say what... I mean, it could just be old age, I guess. But even still, 76, usually people live to be a little bit older than that nowadays, even. Oh, when the partner does? Oh, I didn't know. That could be that too. There's a whole slew of things. It's probably not just one specific thing, honestly. You know? And then, of course, on top of that, he was getting up in the years. Like, you know, like, what's his name? Stan Lee. When Stan Lee died in 2018. Like, that was, like, sad, but it didn't come to anyone as a shock. Because the dude was, like, 96. At that rate, it's like, okay, well, yeah, no crap, he died. But when it's, like, someone that's 20 years younger, technically, at, like, 76, it's like, was there something else? Because you don't see people die at that age as much, necessarily. BRB. Actually, I'm probably gonna end stream semi-soon. Maybe in, like, the next 15 minutes, I think. So that way I can just spend the rest of the day. I need to finish the Stokia Bird part, but then I need to finish the head for my VTuber. I just have to get that done, dude. I need to get this stuff done before the end of the month. I can't have I can't have this month also not have this project be done. That'd be bad. I have a whole Google Doc of all the projects that I want to do over the summer, and I'm not even like halfway through the damn thing, and we're already more than halfway through summer, which is makes me a little bit sad. Makes me like, oh man. But then again, I did kind of put a crap ton of projects on the Google Doc, so I guess I was being a little bit unrealistic. I don't think I actually could have realistically finished all the stuff I put on my Google Doc unless I literally pulled 15-hour work days every single day this summer. So I guess I was kind of being a little bit unrealistic with that. But I'm hoping that I can still get some more of it done. At the very least, if I don't get all of it done by the end of the summer, which it's not going to happen, if I can get the entire Google Doc done by the end of the year, that'd be good. Because I am getting a good amount of it done still by the end of the summer. I mean, the live streaming, the VTuber model, this video that I'm working on currently, the Smiling Friends compilation I'll upload. So I'm definitely doing a good amount of work, but there was some other stuff. Like I wanted to do some 3D modeling. That still is the plan. I'm still going to do some 3D modeling in ZBrush before the end of the summer for sure. I'm going to do that pretty soon actually. But then there's some other stuff. Like I wanted to make my own Jinx League of Legends skin, like go through the whole process of that, and I think that's actually a really smart idea to do at some point, but I just don't have the time for it right now, so it'll have to be put on the back burner for the time being, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, I'm not a robot. I can't spit out. And I've been told already that I'm actually doing quite good in terms of like how much content, not just streams and shorts and stuff, but even animations and artwork, how much content I've been able to get out these last 2 months of summer break. So I'm still fairly happy with that. I guess I can kind of do beat myself up about it, because I always wish I could do more. But I sometimes need to take a step back and look at it and be like, huh, actually I did a decent amount. But it's also hard to look at it like that when, you know, you still don't have this as a career, whether it be this or the animation in general. Like I've been applying still plenty to studios and gigs for work with just no response, which is always kind of, it kind of does like break your heart a little bit. It makes you be like, oh man, I'm worthless at this. But at the very least, I have been able to get work with commissions and stuff like that, and I've been able to also get money through YouTube and stuff like that. So it's not so hopeless. It's not so bad. Actually, I should just do the face on the same layer. But you know, we'll see. See where we're at the end of the summer. Maybe I will get some more of that stuff done than I anticipated. Yo, 500k in less than 24 hours for the Iron Mouse Tiltify. Holy shit, that's awesome. Whoa, 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 wait, what is this? What is this? Wait, we're getting another... Are we getting... I see, sorry, you don't see this on Twitter, but on the Breaking Bad official accounts, on the official Breaking Bad account, they tweeted happiness is contagious, and then they tweeted a photo of someone making a smiley face, and I don't know, some sort of petri dish, and says from the creator of Breaking Bad. Yo, Vince Gilligan making another series? Is it gonna be in the Breaking Bad universe? Holy shit. Okay. I'm excited for that. Anyways. Yeah, big deal. Oh. Okay. Anyways, I think I'm gonna get this last 2 frames done here, and then probably call it for now. I want to work on the VTuber model for a bit, and also I think I have to make some shorts. I haven't made I think the last short. Oh, I have 2 more days left worth of shorts that I have in the backlog, but I need to make some other shorts. Whoops. Shorts have been doing okay. I'm not like. They haven't been doing anything like crazy numbers, but they've been doing okay. I've been getting subs from it. So like any subs that I lose from people that only care about my smiling friends, I gain back from people that have been subscribing through my shorts, which is probably way more valuable than those smiling friends subscribers. Anyways, so glad to see that at least. I would like if one of them did like really big, got like 100,000, even 1 million views, but we'll just be patient. Just keep uploading, you know. Just so long as I keep uploading, you know, solid, fun clips, then one day it'll all come to a head. Also, damn, dude, I started streaming today, and I was super low energy, but slightly part of it why I was like talking like quiet is because my brother was still sleeping right next to me. And I was like, dude, he's still sleeping. How am I supposed to ever stream at the 2 p.m. EST time that I give myself if he's always asleep and I can never talk? So I just said, fuck it. I just started stream anyways and started talking. And thankfully he didn't make any noises and get angry or anything. He just left the room after he fully got up. So I just need to do that from now on. And just not care. Because if I do, then you guys are going to get a stream once a month. At that rate. Also, I noticed on my streams, I'll rewatch my streams, especially when I'm doing making clips. When I laugh after the fact, I'll go like I'm like sucking in the spit. Right there, I just didn't do it because now I'm cautious of, like, I'm cautious of it. But I noticed that like every time I laugh at, or not even just laugh, sometimes I'll talk and I'm like going like I'm like, what am I doing? Like I'm going like, ooh, like what? It's, I guess, a quirk I noticed that I didn't really realize I had until just now. It's kind of funny. It wasn't even pointed out to me by anyone. I just noticed it on my own. I was like, wait, I keep going like after like I laugh and shit. Why am I doing that? Ba 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 ra ba ba. Damn, dude. Oh, the Allure is trending? I bet it's because people are like, oh, the Allure is so much better. I have no idea anything about the Allure. Well, I know it's pretty freaky. I know what the point of the Allure is, but I otherwise don't actually know much about VA lore. It's just not my thing at all. Actually, that was going back into the point at the very beginning of the stream. We're going back because I kind of I did the thing again. I did this. Damn it. But it was talking about like fauna or no, whoopsies. That was a Freudian slip. Nimi. See, this is why I'd be so bad. I'd accidentally like blurt out people's PLs, roommates. But Nimi announcing that she's getting married. It's like. That's why I don't go and watch the stuff like VO lore, weird, or stuff like that where it's like really GFE or no GFE, yeah, GFE stuff or anything like that, because it's like that's gonna break your brain if you get way too attached, and then it's like, oh, dumbass, dude, they don't know who you are, you know. So that's partly why I don't think I care for the VO lore thing. It's just not my thing. But like I said, the Nimi thing, pretty cool. Pretty based actually. Pretty based. Now I need to find a VTuber wife. Now I need to do that. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, life bar. Also, still hoping that when I finish this VTuber video and also the Smiling Friends compilation, I'm gonna add little advertisements for myself in the middle of those two videos, being like, hey, check me out on Twitch. Because if I put it at the very beginning of the video, people are gonna click off immediately and not watch the video. If I put it at the very end, people will already have clicked off and they won't watch the video. But if I put it in the middle and be like, hey, watch me on Twitch to see me animate this live, or to see other shit, then I might be able to grab some people. Hey, Gerandi. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Just talking about other shit again. Strategy, VTuber stuff. The whole shindig. I probably also will end stream semi-soon. I'm gonna finish like the last few frames here. So maybe in like another 20 minutes, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long I take. Actually, Gerande, I don't think you've seen this. You know what? I have to open up this thing anyways, because I'm going to work on it right after the fact, but here. I want your opinion on this. Or your initial reaction. Oh, what's this? What the fuck? No, open up the other thing, asshole. This one. There we go. Here, look at, feast your eyes on this. That is the wrong fucking thing. God damn it. This. Every time I have to like get rid of. Thankfully, all of that was just like my thumbnails. Look at this. There was no commission stuff there that it was like under NDA or anything. I know it's bald right now. I have to do the hair is gonna be done after stream, but this is a work in progress of my live 2D models. You have always seen those live. You've seen those VTubers, basically all VTubers, and is that Larry? Larry the snail? Did I name him Larry at one point? I guess I did. I don't know if I'll keep the Larry name, but it is supposed to be this, like it's supposed to be like the snail. He's got little googly eyes, kinda, and he's got a little snail, or he's got a little pirate hat on his snail shell there. And then this face, I really like this face. I did not trace it, don't worry, but I did heavily reference it. I actually heavily referenced to quite a few people's stuff. I referenced this dude's face, and I referenced Kuro K9, because he has a pirate outfit. I referenced Gale Galleon. I referenced Gavis Battle. I just referenced like 50 different VTubers and took all the things that I liked about their designs and just mix-mashed it into my snail pirate guy, and then stirred the pot, and this is what you get. So yeah, but right now I've only finished the face, but the face has so many different layers, dude. I have so many layers for the face. Like if you go to, let's see, the mouth, the top part of the mouth, boom boom, like I have the top and bottom part, so this is what the mouth looks like. I might change the mouth potentially a little bit, but we'll see. But it looks fine for the most part. But even in the mouth, dude, I have to add in, like, there's the teeth has a separate layer, the bottom teeth have a separate layer, but then even like the separate molars in the back have separate layers and stuff like that. That's just so I can make sure that it all moves independently of one another. So when I'm moving around and moving around, it doesn't look like a stiff cardboard just flying through the wind. But yeah. How's your geography? I love that when I was showing you the VTuber thing, and then it's like, yeah, but how is your geography actually? My geography is, I wish it was better, like knowing where places were. I'm not like as ignorant as other people, but it's not perfect. It's not really the best. It could be better, for sure. Is it? Okay, there we go. Like, I don't know where some European countries... I don't even know all the states, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, where all the different states are in the US. Like, I'll get, like, confused to be like, where is... Where... I don't... No, I don't. I forgot. They never get... It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know where all the states are around my area and the west and some of the south. If you tell me like Wyoming, I may have to pause. I'll be like, but yeah, I should probably be a little bit better. I once had an Anki deck that was geography, but I haven't used it in a while. Ever done the US states minefield game? It's like having to... No, I have not done that. That's a thing. Find the US states, no outlines, minefield quiz. What? Oh, god damn it. I have ad block, so it keeps doing this stupid crap. Get off of my screen. Stop saying I need to pay. Okay. Interesting. Should I just do this on stream and then stream afterwards? Fuck it. Let's just do it. This is gonna be embarrassing, though. It's actually gonna be embarrassing. This. Okay. Find the US states, no outlines, minefield quiz. Okay. Well, here. I didn't click Vermont. I clicked on Massachusetts right there. Okay. This is gonna mess me up because all the states here are so tiny. Wait, what? Wait, how did I lose? Oh, does it tell me? Oh, did it say like the state to choose? Oh, sorry. Wait, what do I click? Oh, it says oh, I'm a dumbass. Sorry. One wrong is law. I thought I was supposed to just click on them. I didn't know it gave me the thing. Iowa. I was close. Okay, I was very close. I clicked here. I clicked on the wrong thing though. Illinois. It's right here. God damn, this is embarrassing, bro. This is... Damn it. This is Illinois. Yeah. God, Jesus Christ. Give me something fucking easy, assholes. North Dakota. Alright, there's... It's like... Fuck. It's like... Here's like South Carolina and North Carolina. They're here. And then North Dakota, South Dakota. Isn't it like around this area? I was completely correct. It was around this area, but I didn't click on the right place still. Like, I know where... Okay, I know where everything is generally, but I just don't know the exact fucking place, dude. Like, I generally know where most of them are. Except for Oklahoma. Oklahoma's all the way there. Yeah, that's Ohio there. Kentucky. Why it keeps giving these bumfuck nowhere states, dude? Kentucky is, like, around here. But I don't know exactly. See, fuck. I know the general area, okay? Indiana, who cares about these states, man? This is Indiana. Indiana was right here. Was fuck? See, it's like so close. I keep getting so close, dude. It's not fucking fair. Okay, Vermont was right here. Okay, and I still clicked it wrong. I clicked this right here. Oh my, that's bullshit. Dude, this is embarrassing. Oklahoma. Wait. No, Oklahoma's the one that was... for some reason, I keep thinking Oklahoma's all the way up there for some reason. South Carolina is like right around. Damn it, but I'm still gonna click it wrong. It's probably right... See, wait. See, it still gave it right to me wrong because I clicked right here. It didn't click right... See, that's bullshit. I hate this stupid game. Can I get one? Colorado? Colorado's like around here. And I still clicked it wrong. I clicked this instead of here. You can see where I'm pointing my cursor, so it's not like I'm... Missouri is like... Missouri's like around this area, I believe. Yeah, once... Okay, can I get a little bit of credit to the fact that I'm like basically getting the right placements around the area, like within like a few millimeters of my mouse cursor, and I'm just not doing it correctly? Alright, North Carolina, it's like this one. Wait, I clicked on it. How's that wrong? Can we get a look back on that? I clicked on North Carolina. How's it wrong? What? Wait. I clicked on North Carolina. Why did it not give it to me? West Virginia is like around here. Okay, well that one fucking worked. I don't know what... Maryland, it's like right... That's New York. Maryland is like right here. Oh, that's bullshit, man. I clicked like right... I probably clicked New Jersey or some shit. I don't even know. They're right there. Oh, okay, well, Alaska's easy. Tennessee is like right around here. I know it's right here, but there's no border, so I can't fucking tell. It's like right here. See? Okay. I hate this stupid game. This is a tiny ass map, man. Nevada's right here. At least that was a giant one, so Illinois. Was it this one? Oh my gosh, dude, it's like off by a centimeter. OMG, I thought it said West Virginia. I misread it. Damn, dude, you know better than I. Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Alabama. I will say I was better first on this when the election was happening. When the election was happening, I knew quite where a lot of these places were. Oregon, Alabama. Alabama's like, fuck, it's like right around here. Okay, fuck me. I keep clicking like within a half a second. Iowa's this one. I keep clicking that and it's Ohio. I know that's Ohio. I don't know why I keep... Montana's around fucking here. It's like this. Kansas is like this. Okay, it's the one that was to the left. Wisconsin. Wisconsin, isn't this one? Wisconsin. Nebraska. Actually... Alright, unironically, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I don't remember where Nebraska... No, that's like the one and only one where I actually don't even know where the general area of it is. Alright, it's here. I forgot that one. Kansas. It's right... Oh, no. Okay, that one's completely off. Sorry. Minnesota. Sorry, Minnesota's that one. I keep clicking that. It's Ohio. I know it's Ohio. Why do I keep clicking on that? Wisconsin. Illinois. Alright, you know what? This is bad. Oregon. Indiana. I don't remember. It's this one. Okay. Minnesota. It's this one. New Hampshire. That's tiny! I know exactly where it is. It's above Massachusetts right here, but it's so tiny that I'm gonna click on it and it's be like, actually, you clicked on New York. So this bull. Look, I'm gonna click right here. See? And it said I'm wrong. I clicked on it, bro. That's bullshit. I literally knew exactly where it is. See, this is dumb. Should give me within like half a centimeter of a stupid thing. Washington's up here. Maine, it's up here. North Carolina, it's like here. Fuck you. I think I clicked on Virginia. New York. What? I clicked it! I literally made sure because I can see right there. There's fucking Manhattan. I clicked up above. Dude, that's not fair. That's not even fair. This game sucks. Do I need to like? How do I make this bigger? I feel like this is slightly annoying because it's not a big enough map. North Dakota. North Dakota is like here. Arizona is here. Maine is here. Kentucky is what? It's there. Wisconsin. Oh, it's that. Fuck me. That's Minnesota right there. Sorry. Delaware. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of completely forget where Delaware is. Right, that makes sense. It's next to that. North Dakota. Is there one for countries? Countries by world's deepest lakes? No, just countries in general. The countries of the world. Oh, wait, so we just click on this and then... Wait, what do we do here? Do we just type them? Like, what if I do Mexico? Oh, okay, just type... Okay. So you don't even have to... Alright, well, I know they... Okay, Canada. USA. Greenland. What? Why is that not... Iceland. Okay, I guess they don't... Nicaragua. Honduras. Colombia. Brazil. Portugal. Paraguay. Wait, how the fuck I forget how to spell it? What's the other one? Haiti. Dominican. Oh, well, okay. I didn't have to type the whole thing. Chile. Argentina. Morocco. Spain. UK. Ireland. France. Germany. Scotland. No, that doesn't count. Okay, they'll be pretty. Oh, because I guess the entire United Kingdom. Fine, whatever. Whatever. That doesn't really. Sure. Netherlands. What other ones? What am I gonna say? Romania. Italy. Let's do Russia. Let's do Japan. Let's do North Korea, South Korea, Vietnam, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai. No, the United Arab. That's the city. Sorry, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia. I wonder if it counts. Let's see if this one counts. Does this country exist? I'm very curious. ISRAEL. Oh, it does count. Okay. I was just curious. I was wondering if it would say yes or no to that. Egypt. Does Palestine count? Palestine. Oh, that's good. Okay. What else? Oman. Yemen. South Africa. Madagascar. Philippines. That's not how you spell Philippines. Oh no. Philippines. Shit, how do you spell Philippines? Oh, it's two P's. Philippines. Thank you. Indonesia. Malaysia. Cambodia. Mongolia. I didn't even do China yet. China. Ukraine. What other countries, man? Uganda. Congo. No, sorry, that would be the place. It's the thing. What's the other one? Algeria. So many countries, man. Why did we make so many countries? Here, India. Wait, don't give me... Oh, wait. Can I name the islands for you? Marshall Islands, Nauru, Tonga, Fiji. Oh. I'll add those at the very end. Let's see if I can get these other ones, though. Sweden, Switzerland, the places I kept saying I wanted to go to. Completely forgot about those. Finland. Why? Why am I forgetting some of the North African countries now? I did Algeria, I did Morocco, I did Egypt. What was the other one? Libya. That's not how you spell Libya. Libya. Fuck, how do you spell Libya? Am I even thinking that correctly? What's the other? Estonia is another one. Ethiopia. What are the other ones? Is it counting New Caledonian already? I didn't even put any of the islands you put yet. I'm gonna wait till the very end to see what I have just on my own, and then I'll throw in all those islands. Shit. Does Puerto Rico count? I guess not, because it's part of the US, I think. No, I guess it doesn't count. I guess because of US territory, maybe. What other ones, dude? There's so many. What's the other one? Austria, where that famous painter came from. Greece. Cyprus. What other ones? Turkey. Oh yeah, Cuba. But don't give me too many. I'll add your islands in the end. And fuck, what? I have 8 minutes 50. I've gotten 58 countries so far. How do I spell it? Kazakhstan. Oh, okay, I spelled it right. Or no, I didn't. I think it just auto-corrected for me. Jordan. Iraq, Iran. What are the other ones that we've been towards? No, I did the Dominican. I did Dominica. It says right there, Dominica. But I think it just did Dominica. Oh no! Oh no! Sorry, you're right. Oh, I think I was typing Dominica, Dominican Republic, and then it decided to do Dominica. Held the message for a reason. Smart detection. Allow. What? Oh, no. Allow. The fuck? Oh, I think my chat thing thought you were spamming because you put so many islands. Dominica is a tiny island, but Dominican Republic. Got it. Okay, I was typing in and I thought I had done so, and then I saw that it's only Dominica. What are the ones? Let's see. Shit, dude, there's so many. Nigeria. No, Nigeria. Thank you. Why do they have just two countries that are so close to the same name? What's the Ethiopia? There's also... Fuck, forgot the other name. There's another, I think, West African country that starts with an E. Named after the ninja. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you. There we go. Oh, no, I guess that would be why. What other ones? How do you spell... Is Libya... Am I stupid? Libya is a country, is it not? Am I dumb? Maybe I was spelling it wrong. Oh, there you go. Thank you. That's the correct spelling. I was like, I see it. I'm trying to remember how to spell it. What else? No, sorry. Deutschland. How do you... what other European countries? so many countries, man. I got 66. It's something. Pakistan is another one. I'll do that. Southeast Asian countries. What other ones do I need to put? Malaysia, Indonesia, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand. I didn't put Thailand. What other ones? Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. There we go. There's another one. Yeah, Deutschland is the German name for Germany. I know. I like saying Deutschland instead of Germany. Deutschland. What other shit? Why does it have like question marks here? There's not a fucking country in between France and Spain. I don't know why there's still a question mark there. Okay, well you gotta give me Nepal, right? Nepal, Costa Rica, stuff like that. Bolivia. There's a country between there. What? Am I stupid? Wait, hold on. Wait, between France and Spain, there's France. Oh. And oh wait, shit. Hold on. Wait. Fuck. You're right. Wait. Okay. Wait. Andorra. Officially, the Principality of Andorra is a sovereign landlocked nation on the Iberian Peninsula. It borders France, and okay, it is such a small thing. It's like literally a blip. How's that even a real country, dude? It's such a blip. I didn't even forget. Okay. That's such a blip, dude. That doesn't even count. That doesn't even count as a country. Come on. It's a country because monarchies. Think of the Spanish Girl cartoon. The Spanish Girl cartoon. Wait, which one? Which one are we talking about? Oh, Sri Lanka? Is that one? Yeah, Sri Lanka. Donya. It's country. Andorra. Oh! Andorra. Got it. I see. Very clever. What other ones are there? So many I still don't have yet. Alright, you know what? Where are we at right now? We're at 74. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in all of the islands that you mentioned. So let's just do that. Nauru. Marshall Islands. Tonga. Micronesia. Kiribati. I haven't even heard of that one. Vanuatu. Oh, did I spell that wrong? Oh, Vanuatu. Fiji. Fiji. Palau. Tuvalu. Oh, sorry. Tuvalu. Seychelles. Comoros. Oh, what the hell? Comoros. New Caledonia? No, I guess that doesn't count. Solomon Islands. Trinidad. And, oh wait. No. Tobago? No. Unless it's Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, Bahamas. Barbados. St. Lucia. Oh, you put so many. Goodness gracious. St. Kitts. Unless it's both. Oh, it is. Okay, so then in that case, that's the same as Trinidad and Tobago. Interesting. Oh yeah, Jamaica. Well, I didn't even think about Jamaica. Jamaica. I think I already did Cuba, right? Yeah, and I did Haiti. Okay. Those are all the other extra ones. Samoa. No. Wait, I did Sweden, did I not? Yeah, I did. Oh, there we go. I don't even know that one. But a lot of those little islands there are... I don't even know. 93. Wow, still over 100. Oh, Papua New Guinea. See, I know some of these, but they just don't come to mind. No, but I won't lie. A lot of those smaller islands you gave me, I've not even heard about some of them. Mauritius? Oh, I know the Maldives. I literally was looking about something about that the other day because they have like really nice oceans and beaches there. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. There's 5 seconds left. I think we'll just call it there. Oh, East Timor. There. Last one. All right, which ones did we not do? Guatemala. Ah, yeah, see. El Salvador. Ah, I done El Salvador. Panama. All right, Panama Canal. Some of these ones I just barely remember. Ecuador, though. Venezuela, Peru. I should have done those. I was going to do Paraguay and Uruguay, but then I just forgot how to spell them, so I just didn't do it. Mali. Oh, Liberia. Right. Okay, but some of these ones, like Sao Tome and Principe, like, I'm not going to get that one, man. Cameroon, right. Senegal, I should have gotten that one. So also Ghana, Central Africa, South Sudan, right. Somalia, Chad. What other ones? Republic of the Congo. I did type in Congo, and I didn't get something, so I was like, oh, okay. I had to type in Republic of the Congo, I guess. Whoops. Oh, yeah, Mozambique, Zimbabwe. Fuck, no. Oh, shit, look at that. Taiwan is its own country right there. I forgot. Shit, I should have been able to do that. Dang it. Oh, I've got Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan. Not gonna even kid you, never heard of that country before. Turkmenistan. Armenia, alright, of course. The famous genocide, right, guys? Croatia, Hungary. Oh, I was trying to do Hungary and I just forgot. Liechtenstein. Okay. San Marino, Serbia. Tunisia, that was the one I was trying to think of. And Lebanon, too. For the top. Oh, I forgot Qatar, right. Oh, based off the UN member states. So Taiwan and Palestine are included. I had the type of autism as a kid where I'd stare at maps all day. Oh, and you've also done this many times. I had the type of autism. There was one point when I was a kid, I can name every single U.S. president in a row, like in complete order, from the George Washington up until Obama when it was Obama. But now I can't really do that as well because I've forgotten. Oh, I didn't do Norway. That's crazy, though, that all those countries that we did, which are so many, and we only got 49. We didn't even technically get half of the countries. There's a lot of countries. Damn. Oh, yeah, Laos. I remember that. Oh, and Singapore. I forgot Singapore. That's where that cool-ass, what's it called? This cool-ass airport is that. That very famous one. I used to always forget Herbert Hoover. It started to piss me off. Now I'll never forget. You just have to think about the Hoover vacuum. Think about the Hoover vacuum. Think about Herbert Hoover. Or the Hoover Dam. That too. I always like to think of the vacuum because it just sticks in my head more. McKinley. There's JFK. There's Teddy Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. There's Taft. Howard Taft, Nixon, yeah, Garfield. Was Garfield the other one that died, that got shot? I forget if it was Garfield or McKinley. James A. Garfield. Yes, he was the one that was also assassinated. Yeah. Was McKinley the one that died in office after like a month? Or No, he was the other one that was assassinated. I'm mixing them up a little bit. Yeah, he was assassinated, McKinley was assassinated, Garfield was assassinated. Those are the two lesser known assassinated ones. And of course the two biggest ones being Lincoln and JFK. Who was the one I'm trying to think of that was the president that died after a month in office because he stood out in the rain for 3 hours giving a speech and got pneumonia? Which president was that? President that died of pneumonia. Harrison. William Henry Harrison. That was the one. Yes, he was the one that stood out in the rain, got pneumonia, and then died a month after office, which is pretty stupid. It's also, I said that I was typing in Google that died of, and it gave me one of died from cherries. I remember that. It was Zachary Taylor. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he really died of fucking cherries. I think it was like he just ate spoiled crap. But yeah, Zachary Taylor died. He was the 12th president of cherries. I had a book that just had all these fun facts and had all these presidents in a row. So I remember the cherries story. And was there one that died in a bathtub? Yeah, Taft. Did he actually die in a bathtub? I know that was like a thing that he needed a really big bathtub, but I forgot that. I guess he did die in a bathtub, right? Or no? I feel like that was a myth. Oh, it is a myth. Okay. I was about to say, because I don't remember that. I remember, like, talking, like, I remember stories about a big bathtub, but I never remember him dying in one. So, good thing I have a somewhat decent memory. It was fake. Yeah, it was joked about, but he didn't actually die in a bathtub. He probably died by normal means. I'm going to search up all, you know what, all U.S. presidents in order. Let's go, and do I have anything that was gonna... Okay. Here. Yeah, Donya. Does that show up on stream? Okay, it does. Alright. Wait, what happened to... Oh, there we go. We got George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson. What are these ones? Why are they... Whoa. That is not what he looks... That is... Is that AI? Wait, what? I've never seen this picture before. Of Andrew Jackson. What the fuck? Okay. Monroe, Madison. I always remember Madison for some reason as the 4th president. For some reason that's always stuck in my head. I don't know why. But some of these other ones, dude, I forget after... Like, Martin Van Buren? I don't remember him much. Harrison a little bit. James K. Polk? No, not really. Some that you just kind of forget after a while. Of course, Abraham Lincoln is super, you know, famous. Ulysses S. Grant, yeah. James A. Garfield, Arthur, Grover, Cleveland, McKinley, yes. Teddy Roosevelt, of course. Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding. Warren G. Harding, if I'm not mistaken, he also died out of nowhere. And that's why Calvin Coolidge became the president, because he was the vice president of Harding. Am I incorrect? I'm pretty sure I remember he died in office and Calvin, sorry. Calvin. Calvin became the president. Cardiac arrest. So let me type in Calvin. Oops. Calvin. Where's the thing about him? Okay, well, it says he died in office, and then I don't know where it says it, but yeah. Martin Van Buren was the only U.S. president whose native language wasn't English. Oh, yeah. I see. All of this is starting to come back to me a little bit, but it's been so long since I read my little book about that when I was a kid. What was this? What was his language? It was was it Dutch? 8th president from 1837. Yeah, after you get like into the 20th century, then it starts to get easier to remember them because they were so, you know, so recent. You've got Franklin D. Roosevelt, then Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Nixon, Gerald Ford. It's crazy that Jimmy Carter only just died, dude. He served in 1977. He only just died. That's crazy. He has to be over 100 years old. It's pretty wild. New York was a Dutch colony. Oh. Did I forget some of my history shit, man? I need to get back on that. Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Donald Trump. It's kind of interesting that Trump and what was the other one? There's only been Cleveland, Grover Cleveland, are the only two presidents that were presidents. Then someone else came into term, and then they became president again. Only two. Those two are the only ones. And then Franklin Roosevelt is the only one that had 4 terms. And after he died, they're like, okay, maybe 4 terms is like too much. Maybe we should have term limits here, huh? It was kind of crazy he got to go for 4 years. I think part of it was because of the fact that it was all during the war. You know, I mean, literally 1933 to 1945. That's like perfectly during the entire time of like World War II. Okay, not perfectly. I mean, the war started a little bit later, and the U.S. didn't get into it until like, was it 1942 or 43? They didn't get into it until after Pearl Harbor. Then they joined. This used to all be Dutch before the British bought us. Oh, interesting. Here, I'll put that on. Hey, there's Massachusetts. Fought, not bought. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Strong Dutch presence. Well, although there is land that we bought. I mean, fucking the Louisiana Purchase and stuff like that. So it's not like it's so outlandish that there was land that was bought at some point. It's always interesting. History is pretty fascinating. Sometimes I get so like into my anime and my VTubers and stuff like that, but history is pretty fascinating. I should go back and watch some more stuff about but you also have to be wary, you know. Even the history that's written down in stone could have been forged, you know. You can only really trust the stuff that you really see with your eyes, you know. I mean, as you know, history is written by the victors, right? And how many? It's like the classic, you know, Norm Macdonald, and Norm Macdonald's like, ha! It's quite great and quite nice that all the heroes of history were always the ones that won. You know, he's just making a joke. It's like history is always written by the victors, so you just always have to be wary of that, you know. But it's still interesting doing your due diligence and searching this shit up. He died, this guy, George H.W. Bush, yeah, 2018. Yeah. Bill Clinton is how old now? 78? How much is... Oh, wow. George W. Bush is 79 now? How old is Obama? 63. Trump is 70... Okay, is Trump and George W. Bush are the same age. Joe Biden is 82 now. Yeah, I know Carter died just this past year. He died at the very end of 2024. Died yeah, December 29th. But that's crazy. 100 years old is pretty... It's pretty crazy. Living to 100 is pretty crazy. How long... Ronald Reagan... Oh, Ronald Reagan lived to be quite old too. 93. 93 years old. How old did some of these guys live to be? Wow, Gerald Ford also lived to be 93. Well, some of these guys really lived to be old. It's just those few that kind of had their brain splatter on the ground that maybe didn't get to live to be quite old. But the rest of them quite old. Okay, Nixon 81, so not as... Yeah, you either die young or die 100. What about Lyndon B. Johnson? How long did he live? Oh, wow. Okay, not him, though. Lyndon B. Johnson died at 64. Oh, wow. In 73, he died. So, whoopsies. He died in not very long after he left office, I think. Or did he die? When did he leave office? Right, till 69, because Nixon was 69, and that was during the space race, and when we landed on the moon, that was when Nixon was in office. But even still, 69, and he only lived for 4 more years after that. Crazy. John F. Kennedy, when did he die, guys? Damn. Oh, so he was 6'1"? I'm the same height as John F. Kennedy. Wow, that means I would be perfect height for anyone to blow my brains out. In Texas. Dallas, Texas. You're 6'1" too? Yeah, yay. Don't you feel great when you're over 6 foot and then you get to lay claim to that? Dwight D. Eisenhower, 78. Harry S. Truman, 88. Roosevelt died, yeah, fairly young because he had a lot of messed up health shit. 63. Herbert Hoover, 90. Calvin Coolidge, wow, only 60. Okay, and then Warren G. Harding died in office. So when did he die? 57. Woodrow Wilson, 67. I'm so curious at how... Oh, this fat... Fuck. He died in 72, damn. Teddy Roosevelt, really? Teddy only lived to be 60, huh? Damn. McKinley... oh, right, he was assassinated, of course. But when did he die? How old was he? It doesn't even say. Now I'm just looking at fucking the ages of presidents' deaths. I was fucking 6 at... Whoa, you were 6 foot at 13? It's my ID from back then, but I only grew an inch to... Oh, wow. Damn. Did you think when you were 13 that when you grew to be 6 foot at that point, you're like, holy shit, I'm gonna be like 8 feet when I'm like older? Or was a part of you like very anxious because you're like, uh-oh, I already grew to be 6 foot at 13. This might be it. I might have capped out here. How old was Abraham Lincoln when he died? Oh, Abraham Lincoln was 6'4". Oh, it was a bit of both. What the fuck? Why is the sexuality? What? How old was he? Born 1809. Abe might have been gay. Look at this guy. Sometimes when I grow out a beard, I have almost like an Abraham Lincoln beard, which I don't like. All right, anyways. I have no idea. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of any of that before. All right, anyways, I think for now, I think I'm gonna call it. I have a lot of work I have to do with other shit. Wait, what's this? America if Al Gore won in 2000. This is the most I'm gonna get into any sort of politics on here. Just looking at like dates of things. All right. No more math space. We like to talk about Vtubers and big titties and that's it. Anyways, I've got a lot of work I've got to do. Yes, cleavage. I've got to still work on my VTuber model that you saw. I'm gonna get the what's it called? The hair. I'm gonna get the rest of the head part done today. So the hair, the hat, the eye patch. I'm just gonna start working on that right after stream. And yeah, I think I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST again. I may do a live stream of a game instead of just doing work, but it really depends. I'm not gonna make any promises there, but I will say that I'm gonna do my best to stream tomorrow. Calvin cleavage. That's a good one. That's a good one. Calvin cleavage. Okay, anyways, all right, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably. All right, bye.